What up, everybody? Real quick, if you're watching on YouTube, yeah, you see something a little different. We out here in LA. Akaash saying myself.
Yep.
We're at the Fighter and Kid studios because we need a place to do it. And the good people over here in the Fighter and Kid always provide good looks. Appreciate you, Brendan. If you guys don't know about the Fighter and the Kid, make sure you check it out. Brendan Shaw, Brian Callen, Chin, Cat. Got a great podcast, so go peep that. A little bit later, in a few minutes, we're going to have our episode with Mike Cannon, hilarious comic in New York. Great time. But one thing that we did was record that before the Super Bowl. And Akaash and I thought it was only right to the assholes out there that we provide some Super Bowl commentary.
Hell yeah.
So, Akaash, you predicted this Chiefs victory, is that right?
Yeah, I didn't think they'd win by 11, but I thought it'd be close, and I thought the Chiefs had a better shot of winning than the Niners did.
Right.
Because of Patrick Mahomes versus Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, they kind of exposed Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Did you see that pic going around where his eyes were closed, throwing the...
No.
Yeah, it's great.
I think maybe it was him or another quarterback, or there's a weird thing. Oh, no, it was a tennis player that every time they hit the ball, they close their eyes.
Oh.
But maybe that's a thing with Garoppolo where he just, he locks on and throws, and then it's just some weird tick where he blinks. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I think once he got knocked around a little bit in the fourth quarter, you saw him struggle.
Yeah, he got scared.
Yeah.
He got a little scared.
And it was happening to Mahomes, too, until that 3rd and 15 changed everything.
He grabbed his balls and went for it, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, he played like a real fucking man because he was struggling that first half.
Yep.
And
First
he played
3.5
like a real
quarters, really.
man. Yeah, he went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really fucking went for it. I thought it was a good game.
It was a great game.
I enjoyed the game. I'm glad Reed got one because that totally changes the for
narrative.
anybody listening, you don't know who Reed is. Andy Reid is the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. Yo, can we back this up for a second? Did you know that Kansas City was in in Missouri? Because everybody's making fun of Trump about this tweet. You saw that tweet?
Most of y'all didn't know.
Y'all didn't know that that's where and also, why is it?
Yo,
Why is it? Why is Kansas City not in Kansas? Does anybody know that?
Somebody come on this podcast and explain it to us? Jeremiah Watkins explained it to us, I'm pretty sure.
I've been to both.
I heard the Missouri one is lit and the Kansas one is trash.
How you don't even have the best Kansas City?
Yo, press.
How Kansas City don't even have the best Kansas City? It's crazy. So it's like, it's not crazy for him to think that it's in Kansas because most of y'all just found out about that today. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, did you think for the longest time that that's where it was?
I would hear it's in Missouri and then I'd forget it's in Missouri because it's called Kansas City.
Yeah.
And there's no other thing I can think of. Mexico City's not in motherfucking Argentina.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
It's in Mexico.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
What else?
New York, not in fucking...
New York is in New York.
Yep.
New York City is in New York.
Yeah.
It's not in New Jersey.
The only confusing one is Washington, D.C., but they got a D.C. at the end. It's not Washington City.
So
Washington.
He's the president of the United States. That is the basic minimum of what he should know.
Hey,
He's not
Al.
the president of the fucking National Football League.
Al, he's not the president of geography.
Son.
Okay? He's a human being.
I don't know about that either.
Wow.
That's a stretch.
Wow.
I'll be honest, if I was him, I'd say first thing we're doing to make America great again, we're going to put Kansas City back in Kansas. That's what I would do.
Honestly,
that's
you
what,
would get
if
my
I'm
vote.
him,
You would get my vote.
real talk, I go,
get my
hey,
vote.
I got one more thing I'm adding to the platform this year. Kansas City, going back where it's supposed to be. You're not going to take other fucking state cities.
So I was one of the ones making fun of him because I didn't.
And we look like we're in a MAGA hat.
Son, I did know it was Missouri.
Yeah.
But then I show Mark the tweet this morning.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's wrong with it?
Mark is from Montreal. This guy not even from America.
So then I felt less. I was like, okay, people can make this mistake. Like he really looked at it. Like he studied for a while. He's like,
I don't think I got it at first either.
He was looking for like a confifi. You were looking for a spelling mistake. A lot of people still don't know what's wrong with that tweet.
Or a racist thing. I was looking for something racist.
First of all, we don't do that anymore.
anymore.
There's no more racism.
Yo, how about that Trump commercial, yo?
What do you say?
Oh, you didn't see the Trump commercial during the Super Bowl?
Oh, I did.
Son, that Alice Johnson shit?
Nah, what is that? I didn't.
I talked about how Alice Johnson was a teacher who taught for 30 years and was wrongfully imprisoned, blah, blah, blah. They showed this old black lady, and they said President Trump pardoned her. And then they have her going, I just want to say thank you to President Donald John Trump. And it's just like other candidates are talking about reform. Donald Trump is actually doing it. It was so fucking funny. to show the black woman that Trump freed.
Say you're
Pardon,
welcome,
she was
Al.
on death row or something.
Al, say you're welcome.
Thank you, Kim Kardashian.
That's really how he made it happen. So he just went straight, we're going to help black people.
Yeah,
And
I help black. Not even we're gonna. I help black people.
I help black people.
Yeah.
Does he think that they're all watching the Super Bowl?
Probably thinks they're playing in it. To be honest with you,
Oh, what was that sound?
that's the cup holder.
Oh shit, that shit got real pop. In all seriousness, we have to admit that one, Al, prison reform. Think about it.
Yeah.
Don't you want to?
There
Don't you want to
prison.
reform?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then.
All right.
That's number one. You agree with Trump on? Do you not agree
He's
with
not. He's
Trump?
not doing prison reform. He's just pardoning a few people.
That's
change the
reforming
system.
it.
No, change the system. Once you change the system, then there
He's
you go.
changing the system. The
No, he's
system's
not.
less black.
Son, hold on, wait a minute.
He made it less black.
Son, he freed a girl.
And ASAP.
Women don't do crime.
He freed a girl. Women don't do crime.
They'll
Have
do
you heard
crime.
of Johnny Depp's ex? This murderous bitch. What's her name?
What's she do?
Amber Heard. I don't know what happened.
Amber
I
Heard.
heard stories about
damn
it.
near cut his fucking finger off, dog.
Damn near. That's not a full cut.
Hey, listen, if your girl cut some shit off of you, you deserved it.
Like
Yeah, Al.
Like for letting her do
the
it.
Lorena Bobbitt, you
Wait,
got a
hold up.
case.
What was your argument?
Like,
saying
if you let your girl cut a fucking finger off of you and you ain't, you know what I mean? Like,
low key, that might be the most maggoty ass shit I've ever heard in my entire
Yo,
life.
real talk,
You
bro.
let your girl get close enough to you with a knife, and she actually snips a
that
little.
bitch caught you?
Son.
You slow ass?
And you gonna try to stop your girl with a knife like this? Like, hey, halt! Excuse me, it ain't a wand. You know what I mean? You're not fucking Harry Potter. Real talk.
Son, I got 30 pages left of that book. That shit is
Which
fire,
one? The
yo.
Shadows?
The last one.
The
Deathly Hallows?
Deathly Shallows?
Shit is hot, yo.
It's Hallows,
Hey,
huh?
Al, you read them books?
Nah, I don't read.
Son.
Come on, Trump trying to change that too, bro. You haven't seen this?
What'd he do?
He's trying to make black people read again, bro.
Word. He got to start.
He did that spelling mistake. He's like, see, got you reading. that's how he flipped that shit up. Anyway, look, we're not going to do this too long because we got a great episode with my man Mike Cannon, good buddy of ours, got a special out. And but any other thoughts about Super Bowl?
I didn't think Patrick Mahomes should have got MVP.
Who you think should have got MVP?
I think the running back, Damian Williams.
What about Shakira's?
Shakira, a beast, yo. That's the Latina Beyonce, yo.
Son.
Stop.
Son.
Bruh, the way I'm not even, she does look great, but
She
even
looks
like
great.
as a performer, I thought Beyonce was the only one who could dance and hold voice like that. I don't
Yeah.
think she was lip syncing.
Yes, she was. They were both were.
No, they
I
weren't.
don't
Yes,
think
they
so,
were.
yo.
Ow, why you
Because
gotta
when
hate
she's
on
cry- here's
Spanish
His
women,
son, the
son?
Super Bowl, everybody lip syncs.
No.
Beyonce didn't.
She's the only one.
How you make this sound
How's
lip
Beyonce
sync?
the only one?
Wow.
Here's
That's
why I think
Beyonce,
she
that's
did.
why.
I might be wrong, but here's why I thought she did because I was watching. But when she was doing the crowd surfing, all of a sudden the singing
The
stopped.
singing stopped.
Son, it's a
dick.
performance, son. It's a performance.
Yo, what about this?
the
What
only
about
thing
this?
she ain't lip sync was the.
That's what I was trying to say.
And bro, she hit that heel toe at the end. That shit was clean, yo.
Can we talk about the? What was she saying when she said that?
Akaash should know.
Wait, you don't speak that.
I'm trying to
You don't
think.
speak that shit.
Yo, was it weird timing when she had the people doing the African dance? She said that shit.
She did, bro. The second they
Purposeful?
came up,
She was shouting instructions. Yo,
that's what. Yo,
that's Swahili for hit that heel toe.
damn, son. So Shakira
fuck.
was low key racista right there.
Hey, she might have been, yo.
But did you like that hip movement? Your girl ever drop it on you like that?
No, I don't actually remember what hip movement you're talking about, but no.
You don't remember what hip movement? That's just
Oh,
right
that,
here.
oh, that at the end? Oh, yeah, her and J-Lo.
What are you talking at the end? The whole fucking
minute.
performance, son.
I think I'm doing it.
All right,
Am I not?
son.
J-Lo or Shakira?
Shakira.
Same.
Your girl does it the same
Oh.
like Shakira.
Yeah. I'm Shakira. I think Shakira is hotter than J-Lo.
Oh, that's what you were asking? I thought you were just saying.
We're asking, does your girl do it like Shakira?
Yeah.
He's
absolutely.
asking that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still want to stay on her good side.
Hold on. Wait, you think they do it the same? My girl doesn't do it like Shakira.
How'd she do it?
My girl does it more like one of them rides outside the grocery store that costs $0.25. Do you know what I'm The one is it'd be like you know? That's more of that. But Shakira, that's on a different level.
Yeah, let me just
Look at that. Look at
again.
But wait till she hit it. The ooh to the side. Snap your dick straight off. She still got old dicks in her.
She in her 40s, yo.
You don't think Shakira got old dicks in her? She got a couple old dicks.
Bro, ain't she married to a soccer player or something like that for like 15 years?
Pique.
Who?
Pique.
Is that how you say it?
Pique.
What's you being
Gerard Pique. Yeah, we went over this yesterday.
Okay, word.
You fucking dork. Look, we gotta stop this because we'll just be in here all day.
Yeah.
And we got an episode. Yo, we're doing a dope Patreon. The Patreon episode. Akaash brought his homies out. We got some cool. We got Doughboy and Kev on stage coming on for the Patreon.
Righteous and Ratchet.
Yo, Righteous and Ratchet.
Alex, any Super Bowl thoughts?
I was asleep for the first half. I woke up to J-Lo shaking it, so that was a good.
Oh, you know what's
literally
interesting?
woke up as she started shaking it.
So
You know
I woke up saying, "Damn."
From snoring to damn, it was seamless.
You know what's interesting because we were talking about betting on the last Patreon?
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes cost people a bunch of money by kneeling down at the end.
but he didn't kneel down at the end. He threw it past the last one.
No,
No, but that was
at
an
the end.
incomplete
At
pass.
the end of the game, he prayed.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So there was an over-under on a prop bet for like 36 rushing
I
yards.
mean, at the end of the game, he prayed.
that's what you're talking about, right? When he prayed at the end of the game.
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
there was an over-under for Patrick Mahomes for rushing yards for like 36, and he had like 40 or something like that. But at the end of the game, to kneel, to like waste enough time, he had to
He did that on
take
third
the
down.
snap and then run backwards.
He did on third, not fourth.
He lost like 20 yards. Every time he kneeled, he would go back a bunch of yards.
Yep.
So his rushing yards went from like 40 to like 20 or whatever, and the over-under was at like 36 or 20, whatever it was. But a bunch of people who bet the over ended up losing money just because he knelt at the end.
Yeah, take
So-
that, you losers. Betting on Russian. Can you believe that?
He's Russian.
Rushing.
Yes. Hey, hey. I need you to take 5 minutes. I need you to take 5 minutes. You damn criticized Trump over Kansas, and you just thought that Patrick Mahomes was from Russia, bro?
I mean, he's half white. His half white could have been Russian.
You think?
It could.
Akaash?
I don't think so, bro.
Yeah. Take that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one. I'm sorry. I got no defense for that.
Anyway, yo, thank y'all. Listen, let's without further ado, let's start the episode. Anything else you want to say about the Super
No,
Bowl,
I
man?
think that's basically all the notes I had. Let's go.
I mean, like, it was that performance. You know what I mean?
Performance was getting-
Garoppolo did what Garoppolo was gonna do.
I called it.
You
So
did
I said
call
from
it.
the beginning. I don't believe in these motherfuckers.
You didn't believe in it.
Garoppolo ain't winning a ring. I called Kansas City, I'm pretty sure, at the beginning of the season.
You did.
And then doubled down midway through.
And fucking Richard Sherman got bodied on that final drive.
Ooh, he did.
Twice.
Ooh.
It was kind of rough.
Darrell
skis.
Revis was so happy, yo.
He was coming on himself.
He was jerking off with the one hand he got a ring on.
Without further ado, Mike Cannon, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, Mike Cannon just revolutionized the comedy world by
This is
taking
fucking incredible.
an idea that already exists. That's how detached we all are.
So, you know how they say the best ideas are the ones that everybody could have thought of?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exactly that. It's the best idea. None of us thought of it.
Yeah.
Thousands of comics throughout human history. Thousands of failed comedy clubs. No one thought of this.
No, it already exists.
Oh, for comedy. That's what makes it even simpler is,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
this idea is right next door. Why don't we just move this to comedy?
That's
That's why
hilarious. Do
Alamo
they do
Draft
it-
House has a comedy club.
So they do in like
DC.
DC and then
Yeah.
Arlington, but they don't.
What
do
if we never told people what it was?
That'd be
We just
hilarious.
talked about the idea for an hour and a half.
But they don't even do that. So they don't do what they do for the movies, which is in Brooklyn. They have the slip of paper. The waitress gives you the spiel up front, and this is what you do. This is how you order.
Yeah.
Everything else is silent, right?
Yes.
So as not to disrupt the movie.
Yeah.
In a comedy club, it would be perfect because conversation is a killer, especially in small rooms
Yeah.
where it's like typically a kill box, but
Yeah.
then a waitress talks to 3 people, and it's so obvious to the rest of the crowd that it
Yeah.
takes them out of the moment.
What is that game?
Also,
What is the game? Minesweeper? Minecraft?
Minecraft for kids.
Minesweeper. Minesweeper.
What's the one I'm thinking with the boxes?
Yeah, where you click the box and then you explode the ones
Yes.
around
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That is talking at a comedy club.
Yes,
That's
that's
perfect.
brilliant.
Yeah.
One person, 8 other people
Yeah.
start talking, or 8 other people are distracted, they can't hear. And then when the room is 80 people, which can be great,
Yeah.
like the best in a lot of ways, Now you take away 20%.
It's like the comedy coronavirus. It just infects one and then spreads.
I love how when we get any virus, we just immediately go to China.
Yeah.
And the chances are right.
Well, because
They
apparently...
shut down like 7 cities.
Wait, they did?
They're
Yeah.
not letting people in or out.
Yeah, but that's China. Like, right? It's like we act like there's something different. It's like there's a virus in North Korea. Turns out nobody can go and no one can leave.
As
Shit
opposed
is crazy.
to the typical freedoms that China represents.
What were you about to say, though,
I
Akaash?
don't remember. Who cares?
So the
get back to
idea.
Akaash almost got high again, by the way.
Yeah, I almost
Akaash
did.
had 2 CBD gummies, right? In his
I
hand.
didn't know they had the THC in them.
And
I'm
he-
ready. There's like 5 in a pack, and I'm ready. I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm like, I'll eat all these. I don't give a fuck. Probably won't be hungry. I ain't know there's THC in them. I'd have been gone.
Buddy, there is no better way to start your day than with a high dose of truth. That would have been fantastic because also edibles absorb through your body at like a rate that is maybe 50 times more than smoking. So you would have been just here with your pupils the size of your forehead.
Wait a minute. It's faster?
It's
more powerful.
it's more potent.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
have the whatever, everybody's like, I had like a 1/4 of the Tootsie Roll, and I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck?
yeah.
Well, human beings are. I think they're the only animal. There might
That's
be one
gay?
or two other that is totally gay,
Yeah.
but also that has cannabinoids that are in cannabinoid receptors that are in your body, and their sole function is to receive cannabis and
Wait,
process
really?
Is that a
cannabis.
fact?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
It sounds too weed head to be true. Like it sounds like.
Well,
some
here's the
shit-
thing about Mike, our guest Mike Cannon, which I will introduce properly, probably halfway through the show, but we'll get there. We're in a nice little rhythm. But we have a couple things that we're going to talk to you about later in this episode before we get through your idea that I still don't think we've explained.
Not even.
Classic flavor too. The most revolutionary comedy in history. Oh gosh, how was that CBD coming?
My gosh, almost got high. Let's talk about it.
It's just almost the whole episode is pre-cum. You never really get to the nut. So, but wait, what were we saying?
Who cares?
No, we care.
Cannabinoid receptor.
You ate one of those gummies.
Cannon, yeah, he had it. So Cannon you had a conspiracy theory podcast, like
Deep
fucking
inside the rabbit hole?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Don't let
5-10
anybody
years
find
ago,
it.
like way before it was, I would say, popular to be a conspiracy theory.
Buddy,
way
we were
before we
talking-
realized they were all right.
We were
Right?
talking,
Way before we realized Alex Jones was like 90% right.
which was our logo. We were just doing the all right hand.
Wait, really?
No. But that is an Illuminati symbol, actually.
Is it?
over
Well, that's
the
also
eye,
the Flagrant 2 symbol. Let's go. Keep
Hell
it tight.
yeah.
But go on.
But yeah, we were talking
So when
fake
fucking
news.
Mike Conley Jr. hits a 3 and he's doing this, he's shouting out the Illuminati.
I believe
right,
so,
dude.
yeah.
That's right. We only claim like the successful people. That's the
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
thing. It's like tons of losers have been throwing up that fucking sign and nobody's like, oh, he's connected.
Yeah.
And then Beyonce does. It's like, oh, I knew it.
Well,
That's her success.
Tim Dillon has that great joke. I'm not sure if he does it anymore, but he's like, if you want to work in like a low income job, like all of the poorest people are the ones that talk about the Illuminati.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
It's not rich people. It's just poor people talking
Gotta
about
be.
everybody running, the
Yeah.
elites running things.
It can't be your fault.
But yeah, we were talking fake news, lamestream media, like
Really?
6-7 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go over conspiracies with you later that we have some curiosity about. Mike is also an avid drug user, so we're going to get to that as well. But back to your idea about comedy clubs. Now, one of the issues we're talking about comedy clubs, obviously, is the distraction of taking orders, paying checks.
Right.
Every time a waitress comes to a table, she talks. That's a full-on conversation.
Yes.
Also, usually they don't understand that they're blocking people's line of sight. So there'll be some ostrich-ass bitch just
Yeah.
standing right in front of the stage, and everybody's looking at that person instead of the comic behind them.
Or in a full 90-degree bend, so people are looking at her birth canal as opposed to the fucking show.
Yeah. I got into like I probably talked about this on the podcast, but like I banished a waitress at the Philly Helium.
Yeah, I heard
She
about
kept
this.
on walking in the front row, which is her job.
Right.
To service the front row, and it just I just wasn't really having that much fun, and when the audience isn't giving you as much as what
This
you
is
want.
when you yelled at the guy?
Well, you got to take. I probably yelled at the guy. There was just a lot going on.
Yeah.
I got in a fight with the guy from Six Flags, the old man looking like guy, and then I fucking and then this waitress kept on going back and forth, and then she did the fucking thing that annoys me the most is if I'm talking to a fucking table,
Oh my God.
don't ask them their order.
Yeah.
Of all the people.
Yeah.
So I was like, you got to go over there. And then she came back and I was like, no, you're over there for the rest of the show. She had a drink and I was like, he'll be all right. You're over there for the rest of the show.
It's a lost art that the clubs aren't even like imposing on their staff. It's like, no, you got to teach them.
I've heard the Cellar, they're
comedy.
fucking ninjas.
Yeah.
I heard the
they're really good.
Cellar
Yeah,
they're really good.
But
they're
a lot
really
of
good.
places, I mean, you know, I'll even say
and
it
they'll
by
tell
name.
people to shut the fuck up, which is
loudly.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just the bouncer.
That's amazing.
Everybody will tell you to shut the fuck up at the Cellar.
Dude, during my special, right in the front row were two dudes that were just speaking full volume Mandarin, like during the second show. So I already got it, but they were like fish market volume Mandarin, like they're the fucking aliens from Mars Attacks, like that. That's all I could hear in my head to the point where I was like, "What?" Like I finally like literally lowered myself. It's part of the credits, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And we had this exchange, and then I found out later that they were at the VU because they thought it was a music venue. And they were non-English speaking, you know, people that came over from China, and they had no idea. They were like, "What is this asshole talking about?"
They were Asian?
They thought I was doing an hour-long introduction.
Oh, I didn't hear the Mandarin. Oh, yeah.
How is that funny without the context of them being Chinese?
Well, I just figured the fish market, you yell, right? Like that wicked tuna. They're all yelling. They kind of sound like the
Seattle's
Mars Attacks.
loud.
Whack, whack, whack. Yeah. This is, I think it plays with Boston.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Anyway, so,
But they just thought it was a music venue, and they thought I was giving like an extra long, impassioned introduction to whatever band.
How
I
long?
was
How long
bringing
have you been
up.
doing this, Alex?
8 minutes.
Still no idea.
let's keep it going. Yeah. Okay.
So the idea,
you were saying something about remove the Jews from the comedy, right?
Yeah.
It was like
They're
write their
sullying
names
the
on a
business.
paper. Write their names on. You put
You're
the
taking
paper.
this. You're taking this. Get rid of the industry thing a little bit too far. A little bit too far.
write their names on paper, put it on their sleeve. And then
That's how you know. Yo, that's why I believe.
You're trying to dig Ari out of his hole.
That's why I believe Hitler was a scorned artist, because he just hated the Jews. These guys won't give me a career. I just want some management. Fuck.
That's how I felt when I aged out of MTV. I got 17 gray hairs, and they're like, "We have no use for you. Thank you."
That's right. You went gray early.
Oh yeah,
dude.
quick in the game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Since
But you're
21.
full gray.
Now I'm full gray. Yeah, I look like Cisco.
No. What I mean by full gray. What I mean by full gray is full head of hair,
Right.
but it's gray.
Yeah.
That's
Which
all
is
right.
a fox.
Which
That's
is
all
crazy though, because I have friends who are white, and they are hanging on for dear life to their hair. Like they have that abandoned lot hair where you're like, and they're like, "Dude, you're going gray," and I'm like,
Detroit neighborhood hair.
"Yeah, dude, it's like
Shit is kind of there, but
it's like
not
dead
really.
dandelion head, where you're like, I can make a wish and blow your hair right off your head." Fuck out of here! Your hair was buried on an Indian graveyard. Get out of here!
So they feel more confident that their like 12 hairs are brown and your full head of hair.
Yeah,
is that
they're
your
like a
full
little
hair is
gray as they
Wow.
sweep over like their 4 Homer Simpson hairs.
Yeah, I think you just need to keep the hair. I think that's the move. I don't really think it matters what color. Once you're over a certain age, if you're gray in like late teens, early 20s, it's annoying.
No, but if you go full, but he went full gray. Full gray looks great.
No,
Like
what I'm
Sterling.
saying per
He's got the Roger
age,
Sterling.
per age.
Yeah.
So if you're 18 with full gray,
I prefer Donald
it doesn't
Sterling,
fit.
I think.
That's, yeah.
But if you're 22 with full hair gray, it doesn't fit.
right,
30 above full gray,
killing the game.
doesn't matter.
Killing the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's weird your beard isn't gray at all.
I have a little wisp in the bottom. My beard is gray, brown, and
Dude, take it off.
and red.
Yeah, you look like a latte.
It's the worst.
It's just this weird, it's like brown on the bottom, white on top. It's
But you
fucking-
wouldn't be saying that if you saw my full Irish face. It's way too much face when I'm fully clean shaved.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a white orb. It's like shapeless. It sucks.
I don't think you're shapeless.
I appreciate it.
No,
but yeah,
this is a comic thing where like you like beat yourself up so much you have like
Yeah.
body dysmorphia. I think comics have like a dysmorphia about that.
No,
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
also once you go beard, no beard, all of a sudden it's just like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you make
yeah.
yourself more attractive. That's our makeup.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
will
my
give you-
contour.
Yes, it's your
Yeah, my
contour.
Kylie contour.
We got our
It's
own
so
lip
true.
kit.
I can't do that at all. I can grow no beard.
But
you
it's
got
almost better
patchwork.
because if I remember I shaved for like this thing that for the NBC or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the head of ABC
stand up,
later.
stand up for diversity.
No. It was like this don't know, some dumbass thing. They never went anywhere.
Can you say what it is?
No, I honestly don't remember. It wasn't like, it was like maybe this could be a pilot, but it wasn't. NBC did some dumbass contest to try to pretend they cared about minorities. Anyway, the head of ABC, who I'm still super cool with, ABC casting, Marcy Phillips, you know
Shout
her.
out to Marcy.
She saw a reel of mine and she was
Marcy,
like, she was like, get that shit out. And I was like, why? She was like, you don't look, and she's the sweetest lady. She's like, you don't look terminally ill, but you look like you just beat your terminal illness. And I said, all right, I'll never get rid of the beard.
And you got a good
casting.
beard,
Yeah.
so it's a good go.
Yeah.
And the medication dyed your eyes green.
Yo, are you sure that's real about T.I.'s wife with the eyes?
Yeah.
What?
Have you heard this?
Is it a medical condition?
No, that she went to another country and they dyed her eyes a different color. You can dye the actual...
What'd they use?
Some type of surgery, but it's permanent. Like she can't go back.
That is,
Yeah.
Horrendous.
that is wild.
Yeah.
Only Filipino
We still haven't
chicks
said
in my
what
high
the
school.
idea is, right?
No.
Okay, let's just get the idea out. Let's just get the idea
How long
out.
we gone?
12 minutes.
12
Not that
minutes.
long.
That's not, no,
bad.
keep
No,
going.
Good run.
Anyway, so the idea is essentially stop making the waitresses take orders. Just write it on the fucking piece of paper.
Right.
All the options are there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like those sushi restaurants. It's like
Yes.
they know they don't speak English. So, and we know we just want the sushi. We're
Yeah.
going to point anyway. If we're going to point anyway, why don't you just let us circle and then we hand it to you and then that's done. And you made a great argument. You're like, it's not like they're getting tipped based on their service.
Or their charm.
Or their charm. Exactly. You're lit. And that's why I kind of don't understand when like waitresses at comedy clubs have attitudes. It's because you have the easiest waitress job.
Right.
You don't have to charm.
Most clubs do auto gratuity.
Most clubs do auto gratuity. And if it's a great club, it's packed multiple times a night.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, what could you possibly complain about?
It's built-in money.
Guarantee you
Yeah.
walk there, you can have a stank attitude, and it's almost kind of like charming. I'm the one who's a bitch. Right? Like, isn't that a new thing that's happening with like
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
services? I'm the bitchy one. I keep it real with my customers. No.
You know, there's a study that said the crueler waitresses are like the meaner ones get tipped more.
Yeah, why? How insecure are we
They like-
that
yeah.
we're trying to win
Yeah.
over the waitress?
After the meal.
Like, what happened to the service industry? I hope that waitress likes me.
It's
That
white
fu- that
people.
that
It's
wiener
white
circle
guilt.
video went viral.
This white guilt thing about tipping each other all the time. I'd never tip less than 20%. It used to
Yeah.
be 15 when I was a kid.
It was
Now it's 20.
15.
Now it's 20 or you're
Yeah.
an asshole. 20 is the minimum.
I think
and then
it's-
white people are tipping 25. Fuck you.
No, I don't do 25.
That's obnoxious,
wild.
I don't
yo.
do 25.
Do you
One of
think
my
it's-
favorite things about my girlfriend is she doesn't tip for coffee for baristas.
I
no,
never.
no way.
Done.
I
you know,
cook
there's
that
the
shit-
done. It goes 15, 20, 25. Done.
Yeah.
She just goes right
It's an
for it.
overinflated price anyway. Why am I
$5 for a
tacking
cup of coffee.
Yeah, why am I tacking a bill onto that?
Son, again, I don't
lot.
know a
You're
single
poured.
minority who makes it a point to tip. I think every one of us is proudly like, no, come on. That's a coffee. If you get like 5 or 6 and you working,
Yeah,
I'll give
yeah.
you $1.
How did the rest of you get away with having no stereotype about not tipping? Like black
Indians
people
got
have that.
Indians got that.
There's just not enough of you to where it's like
If
makes
you
a
ask
difference.
a waiter or waitress, they'll be like, oh yeah, they don't tip. And we'll be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Black people are like, no, that's bullshit. I think Indians are like, yeah, we don't. Why would we?
You know the difference. You know the difference though is I think Indians, like, you should tip and then you don't. And I think that there's a lot of black people like who are just like, hey, you give them a few dollars. Like I remember going out to dinner with Charlemagne, like nice steak dinners, and it was like, yeah, I left $20, and I was like, no, it's a percentage of the meal.
No,
He's
and
like,
we've had this discussion. We've had this discussion on
They
the
just brought
podcast.
no, but then he breaks it down. He goes, they just brought the plate to the table. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
No, what
100%.
you're describing is right. But for whatever reason, it's a percentage of the meal. And he's literally breaking down in like the most genius way why tipping's stupid. He goes, but the restaurant decide the prices. The
Right.
work is the same. Like he's just breaking
100%.
one by one.
I would rather the prices be reflective of what the tip should be.
The weight of the plate.
Yeah.
Weigh the plates.
Weight of the plate.
Weight of the plate.
Weight and number.
Weight 16-ounce steak, different than 8-ounce.
100%.
You had
That's a balancing act.
that's look, you could fit 2 on one hand.
Caviar? I gotta tip more for caviar than I do for a fucking awesome blossom at Chili's? Yes, suck my dick, yo. Suck my dick, waiter.
Dude, have you ever had to carry? Have you waited tables?
No, no.
dude.
I have. I spent tons.
Dude.
I was a
years.
food runner for one day, and the guy was like, hey, you want to try me out? And he's like, you can have this job if you want. I was like, That's cool, man. I don't think it's just...
He's like, you're brown, you'll get it.
I was like, I don't think it's for me.
Is surprisingly incapable of most things.
Most things.
That's
It is
wild.
shocking because he's a supremely intelligent guy. Like, this is like a really smart guy. When you ask him to do something,
He's right.
he is quite possibly the stupidest person I've ever seen.
I mean, I think that was a bit harsh.
No.
Like
Akash,
incapable
we're all-
on a level that borders
Border-
retarded.
No. Retarded. Because here's the thing about retarded people. Here's the thing about retarded
Guy
people.
with feelings, you know.
They're like pets where you can train them over and over again, and then they know how to do the activity, right? If you just train them over and over again, right? But the thing about Akaash is his brain is only wired to know a few things, right? Saving money, really wired. Saving money,
Men's
making
rights.
people laugh, men's rights, right? Okay, making his girlfriend happy, right? And he's good at 3 out of those 4 things. Okay, but that's how his brain. He's like Ted Bundy with things. Okay, there's only a certain amount. Ted Bundy,
true.
Al Bundy,
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. Yeah, Ted would get it done.
Yeah, Ted's efficient.
Ted's
That is good at a lot of shit. Or maybe only really good at a few. Maybe I'm Ted Bundy.
So look, so he goes, we'll see with your girl. Prove it. So I like it will be something like, Akaash, can you sweep that dust and those papers over there just into a dustpan, right?
Nah, bruh.
And you will see Akaash. You know
He's
how like
struggling.
there's certain people who know how to sweep, right?
Yeah.
You take the little sweeper and then you grab the broom and then you just sweep like this. Akaash has vined his arm around the
not
broom
wrong.
to get leverage, and he's like
Not wrong.
shoving shit. It's going off on the sides, and you're looking at him, and you're just like, Are like what? Who are you? Like, what are you? What am I dealing with? Like, I don't even understand what to say.
You know what's annoying
I don't
about
understand
this?
what to say.
You know what's annoying? Book an airline ticket right now.
That's a different thing, bro. Listen. I don't know my JetBlue number. There's a lot of things going on with that, bro.
We different, but we the same beast. You're a fucking genius.
Son, I never said that I'm good at all these things.
Me neither,
I couldn't
yo.
Dropbox. I tried to Dropbox yesterday with Alex right next to me.
Son, he was trying for a minute.
All the comics are around. Bill Burr's right up to my fucking idol and shit. And I'm just whispering out, yo, how do you Dropbox this thing? I need to send this video over there. And how you fucking Dropbox this
Son, I
thing?
put a video on IG from Dropbox, and Ed was like, yo, how did you do that? Because no one else can figure it out. Andrew and Akaash just cannot figure it out. And
Son,
I was like,
I don't know how to
it's
do it.
mad simple.
Son, I don't know how to do it, but I know how to sweep. You fucking asshole.
Hey, buddy, get an upgrade on an airline one day that you didn't have to pay for.
That's something I don't know how to do. And it's also something I've committed to not learning.
Yeah. I
I don't know how to do
Why
it.
would you learn something that could save you thousands of dollars?
I can hire. I can hire someone to do that.
I can. What are Mexicans?
It's so funny that
Do
you
they not exist?
the money you save,
Listen,
you pay the difference in hiring.
Hold on one second. Mexicans do exist. Okay.
Sweep.
That's
That's what
That's what I'm saying. I can hire them.
I know. Maybe I should be doing that.
They
Maybe
do
I
it
should be
thicker.
You
hiring.
have to hire like Asians, way more expensive. That's a much
you're
higher
saying it's
exchange
Asians
rate.
easier.
are top tier Mexicans.
No, I gotta
Harvard Mexicans.
dude, I need a Harvard Mexican. I really need a fucking Harvard Mexican, dude. No, I got the Delta app.
Yo, just now though. Like he's been flying
Because
for
what would
years.
happen is Alex
Just
is
now
pulling
got-
up to the fucking gate every time, and he got his app on his phone with the ticket. And I'm still unfolding this this piece of paper from my hoodie pocket that's on my stomach, and the lady got to press it all hard and hit passive aggressive against the machine. Like she's upset she got to touch my ticket.
Unwrinkling.
She's unwrinkling it, like rubbing it against the Scantron.
like it's a bill trying to get into
she's-
an arcade game.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's furious at me that I got this old ticket still, and Alex just boop and going in. And low-key, I think Alex been taking my miles with his fucking...
That's what you
Son,
think, because you don't know how miles work.
He's
yo.
taking my miles because he got
You
fucking
can't.
access to the Delta Lounge. I just found out about the Delta Lounge. I've been had access with this for the Amex.
He's had the Amex Platinum. For
Yo, bro, you
years.
got
I got it because it's
access.
silver.
You got
That's
access.
the only reason. It's silver. It's so cool. It's silver. Son, I gotta impress these waitresses. I gotta win them over.
Yo, when you get a heavy credit card, that shit.
Yeah. If it clinks on the table.
Ooh, that's the big dick.
Take that shit to Europe
cards.
where they don't even have tips, so there's no way to impress them. And you drop that, and they're like, they fucking hold it up. They're like rotating. Yeah. Bro, it's magic to them. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I'm retarded about some shit. I'm not denying that.
Same to same, like they say in India.
Yeah.
What is it?
Same to same.
Same to same.
Same to same.
Same to same. All right, guys. You already know. Fourth show, final show for the special taping in LA. Tickets on sale. There's a few tickets left, so go get them while they're still available. If you want to be part of that, I appreciate y'all so much for even getting us to 4 shows. This is absolutely insane. We're on the road to the special right now, so we're going to Hawaii this week. That's going to be crazy. We're going to do 2 shows at the Blue Note out there, so come on out if you're on the islands. Raja, come on out and check out those shows. And then after that, we are back on tour. TheAndrewSchulz.com. You can get all the cities that we're going to be at, but it's going to be a fun next couple months. I mean, we're going to Pittsburgh. We're going to go to Miami. We're going to Portland. We're going to Orlando. Yeah, just come on out, man. A lot of fun shows. TheAndrewSchulz.com for tickets. Get them before they're sold out.
Yo, guys, come check me out. Here's my upcoming tour dates. February 6th, I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee at Zany's. Y'all got to come to that show. Then February 8th, I'm going to be at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta. That's a fun-ass club. I can't wait to do it. Y'all got to come through. And then March 12th through 14th, I'm finally going to Canada. I'm going to be in Montreal at the Comedy Nest. I'm super excited. We're doing the full weekend there. I cannot wait. March 27th, I'm going to be at the Den in Chicago. Buy tickets, Chi-Town. I want to come through that city all the time. It's one of my favorite cities in the country. So let's sell this shit the fuck out and get over there.
All right, we're going to take a break for a second, pay some bills here. You already know about Radix. You saw what happened to Akaash, got blitzed. I'll be honest, I did not entirely believe that, how do I say this? You guys got to get on this quick because I think that there might be some real weed in there, to be honest with you. I think they might have slipped up because I was smoking a joint in Atlanta. So we're at this Laughing Skull, and was I high afterward? I thought it was going to be just CBD.
You were a little high.
I was on stage. I was smoking. By the last joke, I was like a couple seconds behind myself. Like I was like, I just got to get through this. I was definitely high. I slept for 13 hours the next night. Yep. So there's something going on over here. Radix Remedies, okay? You go radixremedies.com/flagrant. Flagrant is our code. They got you got cool discounts. You got cool things specifically just for us on the website. But they're also got this monthly subscription thing that's dope. You could enter to win the free gram, or what is it, gram a month? Free eighth, sorry. I think 3/8 a week. But also they got this monthly subscription box they're doing from Radix. It's just for us Flagrant fans. So make sure you go check that as well. Just keep sending shit to your place. You don't even have to worry about it. Get that shit on repeat, okay? Anyway, a lot of cool things over there at Radix. Go to radix.com, RADIX, remedies.com/flagrant and do your thing, man. This is the CBD of the asshole army, and we got to build. If you guys got any ideas of things that they need to make, things that you really like, things that you've maybe bought from other CBD brands that they don't offer, let us know. We'll build it out. We'll make it happen. We're partnering up with this company, so we're gonna definitely do some cool stuff. All right, so please send us recommendations and let's just do it. All right. Yo, Mark had a funny ass line, bro. He said some coronavirus joke. He was talking about some coronavirus joke, and then someone in the like an Asian person started the coronavirus or something, and then someone in the audience goes too soon, and then Mark takes a bit. He goes, "Wait, was that their name?" That shit destroyed, bro. I mean, destroyed, dude. You were there. You were watching it, yeah. But we were in the green room. The whole place fucking went crazy. This was in Alabama. Yo, low key, one of the best comedy clubs in the country. Alabama Stardome.
It looked
There's
beautiful.
There's the 85
from that.
South show video at the Stardome. It's like,
bro,
fucking gorgeous,
bro. You could film a special there. It is arena seating. It's like.
And it bowled out, right? I saw that like wide shot of it on stage.
It bowls out completely. No, it's in Hoover. And it is fucking so good. And the guy who owns it is like a legit good guy who good thing after good thing happened to him, and that's how they built the club.
No kidding.
Like he said in the beginning, he brought like a couple acts in that didn't work when they started it, and then he brought, what was his name? Black guy who did Sinbad. He brought Sinbad in, and he would bring Sinbad 12 times a year.
Sinbad's so great, dude.
Because
it's a new show every time.
Sinbad, yeah.
And he's like, Sinbad built my fucking club. And then he said one time, have you heard the story about what's his name? Top Hat? What's his name? The red guy with the fucking
Carrot
Top, yeah.
Top Hat. The guy talks about Monopoly all the time in his accent.
Top Hat. So Carrot Top with all his things burning. Have you guys heard the story about like the club burned? A club burned down and all of his props were in the club.
Yo.
And he was supposed to go on the Tonight Show 3 days later.
Oh my God.
So all of his props burned down, and it was in that club. And apparently Jay Leno went on. It was like, we're supposed to have Carrot Top, but he was at some shitty club in some horrible club in Alabama, and all this stuff burned down. And people started reaching out to Jay and saying, hey, the club's actually great. It wasn't their fault. There was like a fire during a snowstorm. So no one could even get to there.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, just horrible shit.
It snows in Alabama?
Son, I didn't know. I had no clue.
Wow.
So,
fucking ignoramuses, guys.
Yeah.
Son, you knew that shit?
I mean, it's the South. It's not fucking India. It snows.
We assume the South is hot.
Yeah, it's hot, but it still snows.
I didn't go with a jacket this trip, and I was regretting that shit. It was cold as fuck.
It was cold, but we were surprised.
That's ridiculous, yo.
Why? Why are we supposed to know that?
You are a traveled person.
You don't know how to fucking mop. You can't mop. You can't
just
sweep.
got an app.
You could barely make a coffee probably out of that machine.
Real talk, that's tricky. Real talk.
I literally saw Akaash.
Mike,
I saw Akaash looking at the machine. I knew it was going to be a problem because he's starting to get a little bit like anxious as the coffee's filling up to the top of the club, and then he starts like pushing random parts of the machine trying to stop. and I wait till it gets to the top of the fucking glass. I'm just press the button at the top, and he tells me, "Oh, okay, I got it." Completely retarded.
You can also buy cups that can fit the whole coffee.
Say what?
You get 70% of the coffee because you got these Moroccan ass cups.
Dude, that's Arabic for you're fucking retarded. Deal with it.
I asked Akaash to help me, and he Michael Sara'd me. I was like, yo, can you help me with the coffee? And he's like, yeah, I'll be on. And then trailed off and motored away, and I was like, all right.
Michael Sarah. But it's only annoying because you know how brilliant he is.
Mm-hmm. Son, I don't know poor people shit.
Son,
like making coffee.
I wasn't meant to be. I was meant to be rich. God didn't make me to be poor.
I guess, bro.
That's why going broke was such a struggle for me.
Was it?
It was hard on me, yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sweep my own floors. What the fuck?
You didn't sweep the floors. Let's be honest. There's no way.
Nah, I Swiffered them bitches though.
I don't even think that you could put the thing on the Swiffer.
Son,
I think it would take you 30 minutes to get the wet thing onto the Swiffer.
Swiffer wet is a hustle, yo. Don't go Swiffer wet.
This is why you need a kid, though, because a kid forces you to learn all this menial shit.
Special, but we still haven't gotten to the idea.
We still haven't talked about the club. Wait,
the multi-million-dollar idea.
Yeah. Wait, I thought we said it already.
We did not.
You said it.
We didn't say it.
No.
All right, keep pushing back. Keep pushing back.
You said it.
I said it already, right?
You said it.
Okay, real quick before we get to your special, I want to say I opened your special and I'm watching it. It was absolutely beautiful. I saw Brendan Sagalow's arms.
Yeah.
And I turned it off immediately. And I walked away from my phone. I left my phone in one place. I don't know where it was. And I just walked away. That's how horrified I was.
Yeah.
Did he show up like that?
Yeah. It was a completely unprovoked fashion choice on his part. And he argued.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do it for comedic effect.
Yeah.
Because his arms are curdled bags of milk.
Yes.
Like they are disgusting. They're shapeless.
Who's the guy who looks like a testicle that talks about football on ESPN? And they make him look like a rocker sometimes.
Oh, John Clayton or something like that.
John Clayton.
He looks like a stillborn.
He looks like yes. So Sagalow looked like if someone left Claiborne in a bath. Okay, just for months, and then he just swole the fuck up, and he was with you. He's in this stupid fucking tank top, and then you guys are riffing, and you sound incredibly like natural acting. You're actually a good actor.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Like you're a really good actor. And Sagalow is so horrible at acting. And you're looking at his stupid arms, okay, with not a single hair on them. It's just like someone took turkey thighs and they attached them to the side of his body like a potato head. Right?
Is he Irish also?
He is gonna take his life when he watches this.
Is he Irish also?
He is eczema. I don't know what he is. He is as white as it gets.
So now we got to have him on. We got to have him on the pod. Okay, so he
Let's not have him on for a year or so, just like
just
Make him
like the
sweat.
idea.
Yeah.
Just like the idea. And so you guys are doing this riffing thing. First of all, I want to say something about just before we even get into the jokes of the special. But the coloring is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Lavin, man, the homeless pimp.
Shout out to the homeless pimp.
He's great.
He's been doing great work. I've been seeing his stuff a lot, but the color grading on the special is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it fucking explodes, which was that much more infuriating about Sagalow's arms is that you saw his arms you saw the pink in his skin.
Yeah.
Do you know?
You saw the rosacea.
The rosacea was there. But yeah, it looked beautiful. So I fast forward past Sagalow's part. Because what was he talking about? He was like disagreeing with you on your special.
He was basically insinuating that
Probably
I've
couldn't
told
hear
him
him
the
past all the
story.
heavy breathing. Like trying to carry that fat ass body across the street.
We tried not to lob him, but there was no other way. He's like, guys, can I take a break? We're in the middle of 6th Ave. Why don't you mosey over to the sidewalk and then hold your knees?
What was the conversation about?
So it was about it was like an amped up version of how I got into the cellar.
Yes.
The true story is that I was having dinner with DeStefano and his daughter, and I was there just hanging at the cellar. I didn't ask to work there, nothing like that. Would show face every once in a while. And Liz Furiotti, the manager, got a text that Colin Quinn had suffered a heart attack. Chris was supposed to open for Colin at the Fat Black while he was working out Red State, Blue State. And then I happened to be there, and Liz was like, "Can you do 30 minutes?" And I was like, yeah, all right, this is great. Like, but I had also had a panic attack the weekend before. Like, this is a whole kind of long thing. I didn't do comedy in like 5 days because I had a horrible panic attack in Long Island while going up to headline. Right before, as I'm being introduced, I felt that pressure on your chest, and like the involuntary spasms, and I just Irished through it, dude. I stuffed everything down, and I just did a full 55 or whatever it was.
You are fucking better than me because I couldn't do 30 seconds of Sagalow's arms.
I was born to suffer, dude. I could handle it.
Sagalow, we're teasing you if you're listening. We love you, man.
He is.
Very
He is
funny
definitely
comic,
listening.
Brendan Sagalow, and a good hang. It's very rare that young comics are good hangs.
And he's going to be very funny.
Yeah. No, he's a funny kid. He's a funny
I
kid.
mean, like, he's already really funny, but he's going to be like...
Yeah.
Top shelf.
But you're a good hang.
He's going to be like a thing.
So you can, and I can't stress this enough how important it is, like when you're coming up, like if you're a good hang, you will get so much work, you'll get so many opportunities because at the end of the day, you just want someone you could feel kind of comfortable and natural around. Yeah. If they're also funny, oh my God.
Dude, I have like
ideal situation.
I have young comics that I'm friendly with, but I don't really know them like that. And I'll be outside smoking weed, and they'll have the confidence to be like, "Hey, can I hit that?" And I'm like, "Who do you think you are?" I have never in my life walked up to Metzger or Jay or anybody. I'm not saying I'm on that level, but I'm even like 10 years ago. I was never just like, "Oh, hey, you're weed? Let me get that." It's like the craziest confidence.
I remember when I came to the city 11 years ago, Metzger was really funny. He was a guy at the cellar. He was one of the really funny guys at the cellar. That's essentially what you are to these guys.
Yeah.
So, like,
but there's a little bit, sometimes I guess there's a little bit of a detachment from it. I don't know.
I think they're also trying to like prove they're like
that's another thing.
Some bold moves, so you remember them. It's like, nah, bro, we're good.
I don't know how to do that. Like, I do not know how to, like, if I truly like you and I'm like, I admire you and I think you're fucking great, I don't know how to like turn on the, hey, we're just buddies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like last night is a perfect example, right? Last night, we're going from the Patrice benefit.
Andrew ripped it, by the way.
It was fun.
Shouts to Andrew, Paul Verzi, Roy Wood, all guys you've worked with in the network, and they all fucking ripped.
We'll talk about the
Heard
Patrice
Sam
thing in a little bit
too. Sam Morrell,
Well, but it's we were in we're basically going to the from the venue to the stand, right? And I'm like, DeRosa's leaving and Shane's leaving. I'm like, hey, let's hop in an Uber. Akaash and Ronnie are with me, and I call the Uber and. Then Mike Berta, I forget I don't know how he runs All Things Comedy. Mike Bertolini or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Bartolini.
Bartolini, yeah. And Burr are in the car. And then Mike goes, come in the car. And I hear Burr go, hey, come on in. Right? And I really admire Burr. And I left Shane and DeRosa so fast. when I tell you how quickly, I don't even think I looked at them in the eye.
What are you, Lorne Michaels?
Lorne still calls him.
You deleted his number while you were in the car.
I didn't know he was. How dare you speak about Asians like that? Actually, I felt a little bad about leaving Shane, not DeRosa at all. But and we were just in the car, and it was just one of those things where like, I'm not gonna chum it up with Burr.
Sure.
You are the fucking GOAT to me right now, living GOAT. Mm-hmm. Obviously Chappelle as well. So it's like, I just want to hear what you have to say about things. Yeah. I'm not even trying to make you laugh. I literally just want to hear. And we sat in the car, and it was like he was doing.
Dude, he is Burr. It was so funny.
Oh no, he doesn't know how to not be Burr.
Right.
He's just doing.
He said
bits.
The funniest. This is such a Bill Burr sentence. Andrew asked if he had watched the Aaron Hernandez thing, and he just goes, "Nah, I don't watch series anymore." I was like, "What do you mean? No series?" He's like, "Nah." I was like, "What do you watch?" He's like, "Movies."
and then we're like, it's 3 episodes. He goes, it's too much. It's too much.
I don't even watch sequels.
He doesn't. Dude, it was like, he was like, I just can't take it anymore. He goes, my girl watches all of them. So I'll pop in, get a little pop out.
And it was so like this exactly. It's so cool to see a comic who is the same on stage and off stage.
So it is, I've never seen a comic so similar on and off.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this in my life.
You know who's like that? And I hate to say because they always get compared, but Nathan McIntosh.
Brendan Sackle?
No,
okay.
Nathan McIntosh. I went to a diner with Nathan McIntosh years ago, and he did a full set without realizing it. He's like, fuck it, buddy, I love diners. You go there, they got whatever you want, and he does it. And I'm like, this is
You're like, Jesus Christ, Nathan.
It's exactly what you sound like. And then Burr, obviously, who I agree is one of the best out there, maybe ever. But like, it's just crazy to watch that guy who operates at that level being just as funny naturally.
That's it.
But also the attitude you approach that ride with is a lost art. Because that is the move, is reverence and respect and just like, hey man, like I understand where I'm at, I understand where you're at, I have more to glean from you than you from me. Yeah. So I'm sitting here and listening.
And you know what? It pisses him off. I'm sure he just wants to be one of the guys. I'm sure he hates the fucking reverence and all that kind of shit. But I'm not going to be inauthentic.
Right.
I'm not going to fake chum it up with you.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know how to do it. I'm bad at it.
I have a tough time manufacturing.
I get in my head because I'm like
I'm not unconfident in it. I am confident that I want you to just talk. I'm 100% confident in that moment. I mean, Akaash, you're there. I'm not trying to bust balls. I'm not trying to.
No, we're just laughing and asking.
Literally just laughing, and then there's these painful moments of silence, and then he just comes back again with fucking haymaker. And it was just, but it was so worth leaving Shane and you, Joe. It was so worth it. Okay?
You see Joe trying to shrug, but he can't. He's like John McCain.
He's built like a sperm.
I love Joe. He's so funny.
Bro,
also,
Joe,
quick thought. I took 2 of those gummies. If you took those gummies, you would have been wild for the night. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Radix, man.
Hell yeah.
It is, yeah, Joe said the funniest thing about Voss, because I was trying to think of what Voss was dressed like last night. And because Voss was just dressed so absurd.
Uncut gems.
Son,
yo, that's accurate.
Rich Voss, hilarious comedian. If y'all don't know, go look him up, but absolutely hilarious. Just the best guy, the best hang.
Yeah,
literally, he enters the room and all of a sudden it's fun. And he's either being made fun of or making fun of others, but he's just the fucking best. And we're sitting down backstage and he's just kind of like busting Shane's balls, and he has the chair turned toward like
Rich
sitting
also
on it.
has
AC Slater style.
Yeah, but Shane goes, look, it's AC Slater.
And Rich has a crazy list.
He has the craziest list ever.
Dude, I mean, Rich is in my special. Bobby has one of the funniest lines ever.
Yeah.
Because Voss is like, a real headliner can come in and swoop away Cannon's wife and his kid. Yeah. And Bobby goes, don't say swoop. It's a new lens. And it was just so quick. Bobby, at this point, he's like, he's like jujitsu. Them hanging out, it's not even thought of. It's instinctual knocks on each other.
This is Bobby Kelly, for everybody who doesn't know. But go check out Rich Voss, Bobby Kelly, and just these are like the New York OGs, the GOATs of New York that really kind of established New York as, the comedy capital of the world. And we've let them down. But
Yeah, but you
that
can see
will be
how
changing.
you can see how good Burr is. Like when we were in the green room and him and Voss were going back and forth. It's like Voss just couldn't keep up. Yo.
Son,
Like it was just
And Voss is
so
nice
bad.
at it.
I know, and he's
Voss
good.
ain't whack at it at all.
Voss is one of the best.
Yeah.
Voss literally is one of the best, especially just busting balls.
Yeah.
But Voss had a couple lines in the green room. Oh God, and it just tanked. And then Burr crushed him.
I know.
Over, what was it? What was
It
it?
was just one. It was like,
He says something
don't
like,
try to lisp
no,
over
he
the
goes,
laugh.
no,
or
he goes,
something.
he goes. Voss says something, I don't know the line, but he goes, yeah, just like the table. So what I'm saying is, and then Burr goes, oh, no. Don't try to cover your bomb with so what I'm saying is.
That was it.
Turning it serious. Yeah. This is now a philosophical point.
Anyway, yeah, you had these guys in the beginning of your special. So we talked about this months ago, which I told you not to do.
Yeah.
But you did
told
it
me
anyway.
bad idea.
I told you horrible idea. But the beginning of the special is them essentially telling you why you.
So it's actually interstitials. I got the idea from your special, the what was it, 441, right?
Yeah.
And I love that idea of breaking it up with stuff in between and kind of like, just it's a different way to present material.
Again, great idea. How did no one think of that? You got it. It's your idea, but it's just like, oh, this is how it should be.
Yeah.
45 minutes of straight comedy is like, that's a lot, yo.
For someone you don't know.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
someone
Yeah.
you don't know. Even someone you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's even friends of ours that, like, after a while, it's like,
Hey, brother, stand in one place, comedian.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just,
I
you're
get
just going
the
to
belly
stand right
ringing.
there?
Yeah.
You get locked in like you're on a snowboard?
The only
Like,
hours I fully watch now are ones that I'm so passionately hateful against. like I will sit for a full 60 minutes and scream, and my 6-month-old baby will just be like looking at his father like, Jesus Christ, this is what I was born into.
You're the Howard Stern fan?
Yeah.
What do they
I am
say
that
back
guy.
in the day? Like,
I listen to 3 times more Howard when they don't
when you
like
hate
him.
him?
Yeah.
Oh, it's genius. But wait, you were saying, so you had these guys and it's kind of broken up and they're all talking about you and kind of trashing you, but also saying.
So the idea for the special was that, I got in because Colin had a heart attack,
Right.
surreal in and of itself.
Yeah.
Then now I'm at the table with New York legends, right? These guys that I've looked up to since I was probably in middle school, listening to them on the radio, watching them on Tough Crowd, all that stuff. And now I'm at the table with them. I'm playing the same club. They respect me. They think I'm the next guy, blah, blah, blah. And then I had Voss, Bobby Kelly, Jim Norton, Colin Quinn, and Keith Robinson all straight to camera say how much they don't respect me, how much I suck, and how much I'm not the next guy. Because I just wanted it to be comedy the whole way through.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing very meaningful, touching stuff, injecting some heart into their specials.
Yeah.
And that's all well and good. That certainly works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy at the moment. So I just wanted to basically be as self-deprecating about myself as possible while presenting something that means everything to me.
Yeah. The only reason I said no to the idea, it wasn't about not showing reverence to these guys. Obviously, I think that's the most important thing to show. But it was, I thought your idea was to utilize their status in the comedy world to push the special up.
I didn't think it was going to be that. I mean, I thought it would maybe help give credibility to it,
right? More
than it would elevate the views or exposure,
right.
Yeah.
And that's what was my thinking with it. And I was like, you would have way more. At the end of the day, it's like, how do we just get someone to watch it? Because
if I had Logan Paul getting throat fucked on there, then it would be a big special. Yeah.
Like that. I mean, on some level, that would be the big cosign.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, so it's like, I guess I was thinking just in my mind, I'm going, I know the food is delicious. How do I get someone to try it? Mm-hmm. So what is the most effective tool to get someone to try it?
Sagalow's arms.
Sagalow's arms.
Vomit everything out first.
And then they're
you
hungry.
set
Then
the
they got an
expectation
appetite.
low. They're absolutely disgusted. Whoa.
Burn their retinas, and then they'll appreciate beauty afterwards.
That is amazing. Oh, what a great idea. I didn't even realize how fucking nuanced this was. But I guess, the idea was just thinking, I just want to find a way where people can see you. Mm-hmm. Because I know once they see you, they're going to fucking love it, etc. And is that the right tool? And my thinking was, you kind of are known in these circles already. Mm-hmm. The Jim and Sam's, you've done all their podcasts, etc. So when I'm trying to promote anything, I'm always thinking, how do I get out of my circle? Yeah. Not within my circle.
Yeah, you're smarter than me.
Yes. Yeah. No. No. So the idea was, I thought it was great, and I thought the execution was great, but the promotion of it, I'm like, how can we get outside the circle? Like even now, when you were talking about, you know, when we wanted you to come on the podcast, it was like, I said, hey, let's do it after it's out. Mm-hmm. I don't want to push towards it.
No, of course.
I want it to exist so everybody watching right now can go consume it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I think that's a thing that we think about promotion backwards in that way. It's everybody's like, oh, we need to promote for this thing. It's like, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
The thing needs to be there so that when people are ready, they can go consume it. You needed to promote for something back in the day when a rating mattered. Now the slow build matters. Like I had a TED Talk that did okay. I went on Rogan. Now it's at 1 million views.
Blow up. Yeah, yeah.
Why? Because it existed after you saw the Rogan thing. You're like, I want some more of this guy, etc.
Yeah.
So like,
you don't want your first video to go viral, I've realized, because, and it's something, what's Basement Yard, Joe Santagato talked about. Once you go viral, people see the video and they say, oh, what else do they have?
Sure.
Your viral video is the top champagne class in that tower.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So whatever that is,
perfect.
you
Digital
want it to
pyramid scheme.
Yes, it really is
Yeah,
a digital
yeah.
pyramid. So you want it to just spill on to all these other things. And then hopefully you keep getting more things that spill. And we've been able to watch this in real time when a video hits. I'm sure you've seen it with yours. All the other stuff starts to, even Feeney, man. Shout out to Mike Feeney, the guy you do the podcast with. Very funny comic. He's been on this. And he fucking exploded on TikTok. He got like a couple videos that like 1 million on TikTok. He's seeing that.
He's huge with
glass.
Taiwanese 11-year-olds.
That's it. Those might be the only girls he's huge with. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where like, I don't know. I wanted it to be out. I wanted you to have people see it, and like how we get people to it, I think is important.
Yeah. Oh, and that's why you're smart, because this is my first full digital project outside of podcast, but I've been quietly uploading I've had a bunch of clips do really well on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, but I've been quietly putting them on a YouTube page that I didn't even necessarily promote.
But you build.
But now I have kind of at least tens of videos for people to check out after they watch my full special. Not to mention my special is 32 minutes of stand up. I did a full hour. So there's 25 more minutes that I plan to roll out once the full hour audio album comes out. Those clips are going to be individually sent out. Then I'm going to chop up the special afterwards. So this is a full year of content that I'm going to roll out, because I have a couple bits on the special that as singular pieces I think could possibly do something.
You should. And then you should repurpose them, re-put them out.
Yeah,
And also when you're putting them on Instagram, use all the real estate. This is something I don't get comics. I don't get comics to do this. So you can post a small horizontal picture on Instagram, right?
Right.
Or you can post a tall picture that takes up almost the whole screen on Instagram, right? If I was selling you a piece of real estate and I was like, you can have this much real estate for the same price as double the amount of real estate, which would you choose?
Yeah, double.
So then fucking use it all.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know how to personally resize video?
Yes, you hire an Alex.
100%.
Okay, and if Alex is busy, you hire a Mark. Okay, that's how it is. All right.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, yeah, you can. You can really. It's actually not that hard.
No, it's
I
not.
see them do it.
I watch. It's a few clicks.
I don't see my guy do it, but it don't seem to take him long. So, you know what I mean? It can't be that hard.
Well, what I did before them is I would just zoom in. So like, and if I cut myself off or clip myself off, I just sacrificed that because I figured bigger was better.
Yeah.
It was just more, you could like get in front of their eyeballs more. That's right. Anyway, we don't have to get into like the minutia of it, but it's like, I'm very excited for you, and I'm very excited for everybody who's putting out their own shit. I want you to succeed because it's like the future, and people really only understand. I think people see my success and I think they're like, okay, let's go. That's a model. I want to replicate it. And it is the model. So the more people that also have success like that, the more people invest in that.
Yeah, of course.
And then you start to like, how good did it feel to put it out?
It felt great. And the idea of like, of not listening to you initially and not like, because I went to you for an Andrew Schulz Presents.
Yeah.
Just to be fully transparent.
And what'd I say?
You said yes. Yeah.
And I said yes. And I said, wait till you have the kid, right?
Yeah.
I was like, once you have the kid, there's something.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you are drug dad.
Yeah.
And you know how many drug dads there are?
Quite a bit, yeah.
They're all. Our generation is,
Yeah.
I'm a dad who loves my kid. I take care of my kid. I'm also on DMT. right? Or I'm also whatever.
I'm a pot patriarch.
But go on, keep saying.
But yeah, so the idea of it was, I was like, yeah, I do. I love Andrew. I want to work with Andrew for sure. But then I was like, what did Andrew do? He built up his own thing. He can stand on his own 2 feet. He created a foundation that he can build upwards from. Right. So while wanting to work with you was appealing and getting that mass exposure, I also wanted to be sure that once I got that mass exposure, I had a house to put it in.
That's the thing. Like, and maybe I didn't articulate that with you. Is like, I'm not interested in building up myself with other comics.
Right.
I just want you guys to build up yourselves.
Totally.
And the if I have a selfish goal in it, the long-term selfish goal is that's the only way we can reorganize New York.
Yeah.
Like the only way is if you guys have a massive podcast, right? If Akaash is selling out shows around the fucking world, and his YouTube is exploding, if all of us have power and we can kind of combine that power like the West Coast guys do, we can make New York.
We get all the Infinity Stones.
We really need to do it. So it's like right now we're in the process, like even this studio. This studio is an investment in New York comedy. It's not just us. It's, hey, History Hyenas, you guys need to cook something up? Chris and Giannis just hit me the other day. Hey, can we do some Ladder 14? Yeah, when do you want it? It's what did I say when you walked in here?
You're like, any ideas you have?
Just let's fucking make something out of this city. We've been resting on our laurels. There's a bunch of guys who are, having heart attacks and strokes at the cellar, right? Who are our fucking OGs. And we've been sitting there letting them hold it down for 20 years.
Yeah.
None of us taking the fucking reign. They took the reins eventually. It's up to us, if we want to honor them, to build New York up again. Like,
that's why I
them
put them in
rest.
my special, and I want to stand on their shoulders and push them underwater.
Right underneath the water. Drown them all. Okay? Let them grab onto Sagalow's arms as buoys. That's what they do.
They do look like the bumpers of a boat as you're trying to park it.
Anyway, guys, we should well, actually, first, Mike Cannon, what is your YouTube so they can go get it? We'll put the link in the YouTube page for these videos, of course.
It's Mike Cannon Comedy on YouTube. You can find my special on there called Life Begins. I have a bunch of stand-up videos. I have old sketches from when my YouTube was set up as Dong Comic 2.
Love it.
Yeah.
Give us one thing to go to. I think that's a big mistake a lot of us
The
make.
special. Life Begins.
Go watch the special.
Mike
now,
Cannon
if they don't have
Comedy
45 minutes, is there one bit on there that you really think showcases who you are on YouTube?
I think there's one bit about circumcision that's really great. It's like a 6-minute chunk on the decision to circumcise my son.
But is it
Where in the video? Where in the
That's in the middle. But the end, actually, it's a story about how I volunteered to get bit by a marine dog in the middle when I performed in the Middle East.
Tell me that story off stage.
Yeah, I would recommend everybody go to that because I think that's a pretty blistering 6 minutes.
That's good.
Yeah,
I think because it's one of these things that we do a lot as comics or even podcasters where we're like, yo, check my podcast out, and then someone goes and looks at the podcast and there's 200 episodes.
Yeah,
right. And it becomes daunting, right? Like you get almost intimidated, and then you're like, "Do I want to invest 2 hours in something I don't even know if I like?" So from now on, I never say check out my podcast. I say check out Franks and Beans. There's an episode that we have, or check out this specific thing.
Yeah.
So I want to push people towards a specific thing.
Sure.
They find out who Mike Cannon is, and then if they like that, then they'll fucking ride with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check that out, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Yo, we got to talk about Kobe, man.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal, right? I mean, I don't know how you guys are taking it. I was on Louis J. Gomez's podcast last night, and he couldn't be more disconnected from the sports world, even though he's a huge fan of sweaty men rolling around in an octagon. And he considers, adulation of a sports star somehow gay, but he loves fighting.
Right.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
But I was arguing about how much this means to people like us because we watched the guy's whole career.
Yeah.
From 17 to 41.
I was the #1 Kobe hater on earth when he played.
Yeah.
But you had to respect him. And then also after career Kobe, we talked about this. He had the greatest post-playing career we had ever seen.
Yeah.
He won a fucking Oscar. He's spending all this time with his kids. He seems happy. Like Michael Jordan, better player. You see him post-retirement, he looks fucking miserable.
Yeah, and a
miserable.
True sociopath. Even socially.
Nobody has good
out.
stories on Michael Jordan, really. Kobe, you're hearing all this good stuff. And you look at him like, this guy still looks good.
Right.
In shape, and he just seemed invincible. He seemed like his post-playing career is going to be incredible. He's going to do fucking phenomenal things. He's a wise person. You want to hear what he has to say. in 20 years, he would have been like a fucking philosopher that we would have listened to.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the ultra wokes want to, obviously come after him for the allegations in Denver and everything like that. But if you look at
That cunt, Evan Rachel Wood.
Oh,
That fucking cunt.
Yo,
I
why?
told you guys that listened to this. You remember when I had a beef with her a fucking year ago, and then that guy Jimmy got involved. What's his name? Jimmy? The other guy from the show.
McPoyle from Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No. Was he in
He's
that?
one of the McPoyles.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No
You know
kidding.
the Weird Brothers and Always
Yeah.
He got a fucking good burn on me. He did have a good burn.
what
He
is
said I
that?
sounded like a villain from a ski movie.
Like your dad owns a
bad
mountain.
guy. Yeah. That was pretty good. But fuck you too, Jimmy. Anyway, but go back. Evan Rachel Wood. I dare you to say anything about
Oh, a
anybody.
lot of white bitches were white bitching. Can y'all not just make some shit about you for a second?
It's
Is that
crazy.
possible?
But also
after
his
you've been
apology.
tongue-kissing Woody Allen on the red carpet, you stupid bitch. I can't believe that you could take a moral high ground on any rape allegation whatsoever and do a movie with Woody Allen. Like those worlds
yeah.
can't exist.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
I'm sorry, what's the girl's name? Colin Joe's wife. What's her name?
Scarlett
Scarlett
You,
Johansson.
you gotta shut up.
Yeah. Well,
You
she said
can't-
she's for Woody. She
That's what
defended him.
of course she is.
Yeah,
Because if you
Is
weren't
she
and
a
you did the
Me Too?
movie, you're an
Yeah.
asshole.
Is she-
She doesn't have a choice, right? Like, of course she's for Woody,
Yeah.
right? You are grandfathered into for Woody. Because if you say you believe he did it and you still did the movie, you do rapist movies.
Yeah.
And pedophile movies.
But is
So-
she a big feminist spokesperson? I don't know her to say much.
Not really. She's also anti-diversity. She's like,
That's
I
what's up.
don't find it paramount. She's like, I think just the most talented people should
That's
get what
what's
they
I
want.
love that.
I'm
And
with
she was
that.
skewered.
I love that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's a cool white girl.
No, I'm with that. Yeah. But go on. But she has to say that so she could work.
Right.
Like when these white girls are like, we need more diversity, and then they don't get the role, and they're like, oh, I've been touched.
Well, that
like, isn't that what happened with all these Me Too girls?
Yeah,
like, they were
yeah.
like, diversity. And then they're like, all right, well, now you're out. And they're like, well Harvey Weinstein.
that's a very, very funny byproduct of all of this is like, I wish a woman of color could have had my job. And it's like, well, you were in the position to hand it off.
Yeah. Or you wish you could have the job that you were getting raped at.
Yeah.
You want to give that to a woman of color? Like, what are you trying to hand off here? You know what I mean? And also, at any point in time, you can donate women of color money.
Right.
Like, if you want to help women of
Oh,
color,
yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah.
Right. Very, very available.
You're going to get a movie soon. You could give that to a woman of color.
Yeah.
sure,
You
for
keep
sure.
shaving your head, Rose McGowan. It's like donate the hair to these black women that are going to buy it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like the least that you can do. You're making them buy Akaash's fucking cousin's hair and shit.
They don't know no better.
The point with the Kobe, even with the Kobe allegation, okay, here's something that pissed me off. Once you accept the settlement, that's the price that it costs you to not get raped. Okay? You make a decision in your mind that it wasn't rape.
That's the rape toll, baby.
That's no. You were like,
That's the toll of consent.
it's a total. I was
the
raped.
drawbridge is up, and then as soon as you pay it, it goes.
Right? So it's like, I was raped. And then he was like, $25 million. And then you were like, that was sex. That's what you're saying. That's the price for it to be sex, right? That's because here's the thing. And this is for people who get all crazy and take this out of context. No. You can go to criminal court, lose, and then go to civil court and win.
Right.
Have you heard of a guy named O.J. Simpson?
Yes.
Okay? When you choose to not even go through the criminal court or the civil, you're just accepting payment. Right?
Yeah.
You don't care about the justice.
She didn't go to criminal
Or the
court?
justice.
No.
Well, they went to criminal, or they were going to, but the charges were dropped.
You drop the charges
Yeah.
to accept the money.
Yeah.
So you don't care about him getting justice.
Not to mention his apology is paint by numbers perfect
Bro, you gotta
for
see it.
progressives. Because he did say, he's like, listen, I didn't think that this was not consensual, but it's very clear to me considering her testimony.
Clarify what you said. Clarify. I didn't use too many notes right there.
So
I thought this was
I
consensual.
thought this was consensual.
Good. Yes.
In my opinion, that's what it was. However, due to her, once hearing her testimony and her account of things, it's very clear to me that she did not. And he's like, so I would like to apologize to her family. Like, he literally laid it out as if a perfect apology could, as perfect of an apology for rape.
For real. And
could exist.
and also that's the apology that her lawyers agreed on being out there.
Right.
Because the deal was, I'm going to give you this apology. It can't be used in any other court case. Now, my personal feeling is if you drop the charge, accept the money, and you don't pursue criminal or other civil, you just wanted the money, and that's fine. But you could have got the money in civil.
Yeah.
The money's always on the table. So if you just got the 25 and they basically said, hey, You might have gotten 12 here, but you can get 25 or whatever the fuck it was. You're putting money over justice. So
Aren't
if
you
you don't
also,
care
though-
about justice, why do we?
Couldn't you also, though, just
Yeah.
be like, I don't think we're going to win because he's got the better lawyers. He's got the whatever. Like, the chips are stacked in his favor in terms of resources.
They're
Let's
never
just
stacked.
do something.
They're
Let's
never
get
stacked.
something.
With a rape victim, they're never stacked in the favor of the man. Like,
Fair
if
enough.
we want to go over courses of like how many wrongful convictions, like we're talking about.
Yeah, but how many untested rape kits are there? Like it depends how you look at it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you know,
And how many rich people get locked up for rape?
But here's
That's
where
actually a good
Brock
point.
Turner got like a fucking, he raped somebody and
then he got
like
6 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah.
and a
Yeah.
steak dinner when he got out or whatever the fuck. Like,
Yeah. Is he rich? Is that why
I
he
mean,
got
I'm
out?
pretty
He went
sure.
to Stanford. His parents are well.
His name is Brock.
well to do. His name is fucking Brock.
I don't know. I don't look. I don't know. My point is, at a certain point in time, like if you think a rapist is out there in the world, then we have like a social responsibility to not have him out there in the world, right?
Yeah.
I think that when you go, okay, I'll accept this money, which I don't blame you, by the way.
No, not at all.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone raped me, I want $25 million over justice.
Yeah.
Like, if someone raped me and you could be in jail or you could be free and I got $25 million, I think that's the right one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's when you said it doesn't matter if it's justice to everyone else, it's justice to the victim.
Yeah.
I think that's where everybody gets so hairy and they take in the information through their own trauma filter, right? So because they've been through some shit, maybe they've been assaulted, maybe they have family that's been assaulted. Now they still want to come for that guy because technically he just paid somebody off because he raped. So
Right.
they know he's still out in the world and it reopens their own personal wound.
And when they're
they
getting-
want to seek justice
Yes.
still based on their own
Yeah.
experience.
And they can't be rewarded. I think that's where it gets tricky for people. It's like, it's one thing if he goes and does his thing, you go do your thing, nobody talks anymore. But when people start saying what a great guy he is, that was the Weinstein shit, I think. It was like, when people were going, oh, he cares about women, he's supporting all these other things. It was like, whoa.
How much of a gangster is he, though, in the courtroom to just be like, and nobody's talking about all the good I've done for these whores. Like, he's limping in and dragging a foot. He's like, these bitches have a statue because of me.
It's true. Motherfucker came through, dog.
The statue's name is Oscar.
Yeah. They got a 3-picture deal after I forcibly stuck my pud in them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, well, whatever. The Kobe thing is tragic. Obviously, it's it's interesting just hearing all the stories about Kobe. Have you guys been like trying to pay attention to them?
Yeah.
There are very few stories about Kobe. Like, I don't know if you know, it's like I've been scouring the internet. Every story is about the relentless work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Every athlete story about Kobe is either I was at the gym first and then he got there and then the next day he was there first. Or he's talking to Allen Iverson and Allen Iverson said, Kobe goes, what are you going to do later tonight? And Allen's like, I'm going to the club. He's like, I'm going to the gym.
Right.
Right? Like
He took back Kobe's sneakers from his whole Laker team because he said, you guys don't deserve these. You're too soft.
That's
That was the story.
fucking great. Man.
Dude, how wild is that?
Yo, it is. But there's an interesting thing that I learned about Kobe, just talking to some people, and it was he was unexposable. He was a complete player. There was nothing that you could attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't attack him defensively. You couldn't let him shoot the three, especially towards the end of his career. He was proficient at it. Like he was as close as you get to a complete and perfect player. Like even LeBron is scared to shoot. Sometimes like
He's not a great free throw shooter.
not a great free
The
throw
only way
shooter.
to expose Kobe is to almost make him shoot too much.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he shot himself out of the finals that one year where it was very clear he was like he just wanted it so bad that his body just couldn't handle the task at hand. But that's almost the way to expose Kobe is like, you want to do this yourself? By all means, score
Go for it.
140.
Yeah, maybe. But it was just, and apparently there's so much respect amongst the players just for the singular focus.
Mm-hmm.
And, I always thought that Kobe, emulated Michael Jordan and Jordan's work ethic. And he was like, I'm going to be a student of this game because Michael was a student of the game. And I'm going to be perfect this game because Michael was.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out his influence wasn't Michael Jordan. It was Michael Jackson. Apparently, he spoke to Michael Jackson about making Thriller, and he was making another album, and he was like involved in some way, just kind of like in the periphery. And Michael Jackson was like breaking down all the little things that he would do and how like this insane attention to detail and how you create an album like Bad or create an album like Thriller. And Kobe said that I didn't want to be Michael Jordan. I wanted the work ethic of Michael Jackson. I wanted that type of specificity and that type of focused and
that type of settling out of court.
He took it one step too far, I think.
He really tried to be just like him. But
he found Neverland. I'll tell you that. Hey, do you think that's true, or do you think he's just like, look, I don't want everybody to think I'm just copying MJ.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Let me say I'm copying the other MJ.
I think the reason why Kobe was so happy after playing, or at least we think he was happy after playing, is because he probably attacked retirement with the same attitude and focus.
I think that's what he said.
Did he?
Yeah, you just take it and you move it to this. You take that focus and you move it to these other things.
Yeah, and obviously Jordan can't do that. He still has this competitive fire that needs to be, I just put out in some way, shape, or form, or just ignored through maybe like gambling or alcohol or cigars or whatever the fuck that is. But like, yeah, Kobe was able to look at how do I enjoy not playing and family and business with the same type of hyper focus. And it fucking functioned for him. And it's kind of like, in a way, that's almost like maybe the most profound part of his legacy, because there are all these athletes that just fall the fuck apart after the game.
Look at poor Iverson. His face is like booze bloat.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just
you look at him, you feel sad. You're like, you're still a young guy.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
The one thing Kobe, like, this is what, to me, fully sets him apart from Michael Jordan, is that he like knew his kid's first name. Michael Jordan barely knows Marcus and Jeffrey. I mean, those kids are on Instagram like fanning out bills since they were 17 years old, having accomplished nothing. They have zero work ethic whatsoever. Who knows what the fuck they're doing now? But like Kobe was hands-on, especially with the older daughter. She was the one mostly exposed to media and stuff like that. It's like you see those clips of him working out with her individually and like teaching her, and how passionate he was even about women's basketball and wanting to champion the WNBA.
Gigi, I think she's second.
Oh, she's the second?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's we haven't touched on that. That's what made this so fucking sad.
Brutal,
if Kobe was gone, it would have been shocking because you thought he was invincible, but then at some point you'd have been like, Kobe...
He lived a life.
He would have looked at you morning and been like, and there's a meme going around like, y'all are soft, get in the gym.
Right.
Yeah.
But Gigi is just like, oh, fuck, dude. Now there's a whole different thing, man.
That's brutal.
13-year-old girl who seemed like... There's a story, Kobe, on, I think, Kimmel, and he's talking about Gigi, and fans will be like, yo, Kobe, you gotta have a son, man. And he's like, why? He's like, you need somebody to carry on the legacy. And Gigi's like, no, I got this. And it's like, fuck, dude, that's beautiful. Little Mamba right there. And then she's gone too, and fuck, dude.
He just put in for whatever, Mambacita. That was gonna be her whole moniker. I know, it's tough, man. It's like, I have a brand new kid, 6-month-old, right? Kobe has a 6-month-old kid. The thought of leaving my son with my wife, or even worse, taking my son with me to the other side and leaving my wife, it's sickening. Like, I read it in the car, which is probably dangerous to do. I've read the news while I'm driving. I'm like half crying, half reading an article, and then veering back into the lane. And it's just like, all of those things kind of flood into your consciousness, right? Because I've never hugged my kid harder than when I got home, because it's like, you never know, man. I've had a lot of friends die, and every single time it happens, it's just a shocking reminder of mortality.
You know, it's kind of crazy. Someone texted me this on the way here, so I haven't gotten to look into it more. T-Mac apparently said Kobe always said he wanted to die young. He wanted to be immortalized, which is crazy and kind of cool if he even went out on his own terms for Kobe. For Gigi, the worst.
There's no way he would want that for Gigi.
He didn't want that. No chance he wanted that.
But about the die young thing, it is quite interesting, because Kobe might achieve his ultimate dream posthumously, in that he wanted to be the greatest player ever, right? Yeah. And how you get remembered as the greatest player ever is often narrative, right? Like, there's going to be a time where people forget about Michael Jordan. I know it sounds crazy, but like, this generation of kids who grew up wearing the Jordans, they don't remember Jordan. Yeah. Right? They don't remember what he actually did as a player.
He just lives on in YouTube.
It lives on YouTube in shitty quality, and as that gets grainier and grainier, people are going to watch it less and less, you know? So it's like, Kobe will be immortalized because of this, and we'll look back at the greatness of Kobe and be reminded of the greatness of Kobe through like the most clear frames you possibly can. And two, if they make him the logo, which I think is a realistic thing,
I agree. Yeah.
all of a sudden, Kobe gets something his idol MJ will never get, which is being immortalized forever and being synonymous with the NBA.
I think that's why he wanted to die young, because he knew I'm not as good as MJ, but if I go, I'm better.
Do you think even a little part of LeBron was thinking about putting on a flying squirrel costume and jumping off the Staples Center? He's like, I gotta match this. I can't.
There's no way. There's no way.
The video of LeBron crying is fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That's why. That's also a brutal element of this, is you realize how filthy the media is, because everybody's concerned with getting there first, not right. So they're reporting that all 4 of his fucking daughters were on the thing. Rick Fox has to put out a thing being like, oh no, guys, this is awful, but I'm not dead. Like, you know, and then you get these super zoom images of poor LeBron, this man that is like, you know.
I hated myself for watching it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is why they take these shitty
It's
videos.
the ultimate voyeurism.
The guy can't even mourn without us being like, ooh, look at that.
Yeah. I'm shocked he has human emotion.
Yeah.
I asked.
His feet are so fucking slanted. That's what
It
also
is an
stuck
odd
out to
thing
me.
to slant his feet.
Who?
LeBron's feet, they should look
feet.
like W's, man. He just fucking...
Really?
The way he walks,
It's like a silent film.
Never
You ever noticed that? yeah, it's very Chaplin. He has fucking gait of Chaplin. I asked Burr last night, because, you know, Burr's a big helicopter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is your take? You're going to stop flying a helicopter? Like, what's the whole thing? And he goes, he basically said, he's like, no. And he kind of like breaks down in like real detail what happened. Like, I mean, I was fucking lost.
I couldn't keep up, but I was fascinated.
I mean, he was talking about IVF and EVF and all these different things and like fly assistance and all that shit. But he basically said it was the pilot's error. And he goes, the most dangerous thing with a pilot is either low amount of hours or high amount of hours. Because high amount of hours, you think you could do anything.
Right.
So basically what happened is they came over this hill and there was all this fog that was kind of condensed to the valley.
And they only cleared it by 100 feet.
Cleared what?
The hill.
So they
That
barely get
initial
over the hill.
Yeah.
And then I guess on the way down, he's taking it down. And when you have all this fog, you can't see, and you have to trust the, you know, infrared technology, whatever it is. But you have to tell, if you feel a helicopter going to the side, your body is going to readjust it itself. You have to look at that fucking infrared and then tell your body that it's lying to you, essentially. And they took a gamble going, like nobody should have gone.
Yeah.
Literally.
Apparently they knew taking off, it's too foggy, and they were like, let's go anyway.
And they were reminded multiple times, and they could have sat down. So it is truly pilot's error. Now, you're the pilot, you're in there with fucking Kobe Bryant, you're in there, you're like...
Isn't it also Kobe's decision to go?
Yeah, you also don't know if Kobe is such a like, come on, man, let's get this done. You don't know how, if he pushed or if the pilot pushed. You have no idea.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, you're a passenger. You're not the pilot.
Right.
And the pilot, if I tell the pilot of the fucking JetBlue flight, hey, let's speed it up a little bit. We need to get to LA, or like, hey, bring it down, whatever.
I booked my own ticket for this.
I'm mint. You know, they're gonna tell me to fuck off. And at a certain point in time, as a pilot, you got to say no.
Yeah.
That is your actual job, is to tell whoever the fuck is in that plane no.
You know, the lesson I took from that, though, for everybody is Aaliyah, they knew there was too much shit on the plane, and they were like, put it on anyway. Let's go. Let's do it. And we all kind of judged that, but every one of us makes that decision driving, and we should all think about it. Like, if you're going 90 miles an hour to try to get somewhere faster versus 75, whatever the speed limit is, you're getting there 4 minutes quicker than you normally would.
Yeah.
It's literally 5 minutes.
So worth it.
You are putting...
I cannot explain how worth that 4 minutes is.
I'm going to be honest.
So worth that 4 minutes.
I'm going to be honest.
It is so...
It's a crazy
Do you know how
time
long
to
4 minutes is? Look at Brendan Sagalow's arms for 4 minutes. And tell me you were like, I shouldn't drive 90 miles per hour on this fucking highway right now. It is so worth it. I love you, Brendan. It is so worth it. Those 4 minutes, worth it.
Nah.
Yes. Yes.
Nah.
You want to drive 65?
I mean,
You're telling me you drive the speed limit.
You do 10 over.
Yeah.
10 over, everybody doing it. Go with flow of traffic.
Okay, so 10 over.
Why you gotta be Tokyo drifting?
Why are you saving 30 seconds?
But
Because that's flow of traffic.
I'll give you an example.
But you
And I
think
don't feel-
75 to 65 is going to make a
I don't
difference?
feel dangerous at 75. 90, you're starting to do, you're fucking swerving in and out of lanes.
Who's swerving in and out of lane? You're going straight.
Who going straight? You're not. If you're going 90 and the car in front of you going 75, how are you going to get around them?
You go 75. You go 75.
That's what I'm
you go
saying.
into
Flow
another lane.
traffic.
You go around his bitch ass, and then you go 90 again. I'm not saying I go 90, but when
Right.
Alex goes 90 and we're all sleeping because he's in a fucking Tesla and he got some fucking weights that he hangs on the steering wheel to trick the steering wheel into thinking that his hand is on it, and we're passed out asleep going 90 miles per hour,
Yeah.
I felt very comfortable. Okay?
Crazy.
I felt very comfortable. Okay? You wouldn't feel comfortable?
I don't listen, man. Andrew Bryant, let's chill, son. Let's chill.
Son,
We don't need that.
I'm not in a
White
chopper.
mamba.
I'm not in a chopper, bro.
Son,
That's different because
Sometimes you
can't.
can be a garden snake.
Son, I don't know what you're talking
Gardener
about.
snake.
Gardener snake. What I'm trying to tell you is, in the car,
Yeah.
you could roll. There's a thing. There are things you could do in a car that you can't do in the. Bro, a helicopter is different, dog. A helicopter is a wrap.
Smaller margin of error. Yeah.
Car,
You ain't a Power Ranger, son. What you hopping out of?
I'm not hopping out. You can roll. I have an airbag. I have an airbag. That's true, right? It has airbags.
It has airbags.
It has
You know
airbags.
what's crazy is
What?
we saw someone die because they fell asleep on the road.
Yeah.
Like we saw a human being die, and then Andrew was like, "Hey, Alex, just put the shit on the wheel and let's just take a nap." We're
I
good."
was in the
Like,
passenger seat, to be fair. I was in the passenger seat. But I also figured they wouldn't make a car that was going to run right into the median. That'd be bad for but that'd be bad for the brand, right? Why would you make that car? Why would Tesla make that car? And then the whole brand goes to shit. It's in your best interest to get me to Boston. It's in your best interest, right? Am I right or wrong?
I love how you gauge your life based on like stock prices. You're like, well, clearly they don't want to take a
They
dip
don't
on
want
the
to
Dow.
take a dive. I'm saying you're going speed limit your whole life. You're going
nah, not speed
75.
limit. I'm usually doing about 10 over.
10
That's
over.
it.
Why?
Or flow of traffic. If nobody's going fast, you can't go
What
fast.
if everybody's going 85? You go 20 over?
I go with flow of traffic. Again, I'm not weaving in and out. I'm not trying to pass everybody up.
But
And I'll do it sometimes. And then my girl, well, she'll do it too. And she's like, yo, we say 5 minutes. And I'm like, yo, you're right. I should chill. Because there's times you're trying to catch a train or whatever the fuck, and you're just going all over the road. And then you're like, yo, if I catch the next train, what's the big fucking deal? I could leave 10 minutes earlier just as easily.
Yeah.
I leave early. I mean, I've had so many friends die from car-related incidents.
Really?
Like a ton. Yeah.
Bro, you acting like motherfuckers don't die on the road.
more
I'm
than
sorry.
5.
I grew up in New York City.
Yeah,
Nobody had a car.
You don't even have a
You
license.
die on the subway. That's how you die. And that's rare.
Yeah, ain't nobody dying on the subway.
Very few people die on the subway.
Controlled speeds.
But I go the speed limit because I'm high typically. So it's like kind of a fun video game.
So you get high.
Yeah.
How does that not affect people's driving ability?
It certainly does.
It has to.
Yeah.
Dog,
I
I
mean,
remember the first time Mark got high. We were in Denver. We smoked medical grade marijuana. Mark, for the first time
Oh
in his
my
life,
God,
gets
dude.
high.
Yeah.
And we realized that we had to drive back to the hotel. And then we're like, Mark, you got this, right? Literally, I
We're so
treated it
stupid.
no
Yeah.
different than like checking to see if a girl has an STD or not. I was like, you're good, right?
Well, you
Yeah,
passed
we
the eye test.
Yeah, exactly. But he got us there.
Yeah, but we were dumb for that though.
We were dumb for
Yeah.
that.
Again, you go Uber there, Uber back.
Yeah.
You rich.
Yeah, we should have fucking Ubered. That's the thing.
Sometimes it works to your advantage. I was in Seattle once and I took a legal medical grade edible.
Yeah.
Ate like, one of those buckets of fucking crab that you smash.
Yeah.
And then I was driving back to my hotel. Never been to Seattle before, and about 12 miles away I missed this turn 3 separate times, and it was such
Right.
a big exit that it took me 5 miles out of the way, and I did that 3 times in a row. I was so stoned. And after the 3rd time I finally got it, and I was like, yeah, and I'm still 12 miles. My phone died. And I'm just the most high I've ever been behind the wheel in a city I've never been to. And I'm like, I think I was near the airport. And I just kind of kept driving towards the airport, and I just happened upon my hotel, and I was like, I'm the smartest man in America.
Yo, I always say this. I never, until last week, never done a drug in my life. But I always encourage Cannon. He's the one comic. Most comics, I'm like, yo, man, don't party too much. Don't get out of control. Cannon, I'm like, you do whatever you got to do.
Goddamn right. I haven't drank in 13 months, though.
Hey, good for you.
Yeah.
But
Keep
what about
smoking weed,
drugs?
though.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, no drugs.
What about drugs?
Yeah.
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms. I did mushrooms at Ricky Velez's wedding in Miami. That was super fun. Weird.
Okay.
It's kind
Yeah,
of an
it's
odd
weird.
thing because
Yeah.
everybody's drinking and stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm like shaking hands with God in the corner.
Have you
Good
done
time, though.
DMT?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Rogan always talks about it.
Yeah, it's. I'll give you the abridged version, but it's dimethyltryptamine.
Yeah,
it's what your brain secretes as you're dying. A lot of people, the theory behind it is that it eases your transition from life into death. They also believe it's responsible for Steve Jobs' last 6 words, which were "oh wow, oh wow, oh wow," as he was passing away. Crazy, right? And they also think that
maybe he just saw all the Chinese kids he put in sweatshops waiting for him in the gates of hell.
They're just sitting there, just sharpening throwing stars. Like, just hello, Steve.
Falling out of the buildings they worked in,
hitting the net and bouncing into.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
That was all their names.
Go on. He literally just said, "Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow!"
And it's the most potent hallucinogen on the market.
So they found a way to
synthesize it from plant. Yeah.
Okay, synthesize it from a plant, and then you do it. How long does it last?
8 to 12 Earth minutes, but it could feel much different. So my first one was like 8 minutes. It felt in the proximity of a half hour, I guess. Like but it's really fast. It's almost too fast to process, especially if you're not used to hallucinogens, which I am. But your sense of reality breaks down in front of you, and it takes you through levels and dimensions of consciousness. But it's really fast, and it shoots you up and around, or at least for me, it shoots you around. It kept taking me deeper, and then back up as if to show me levels. And then a bunch of symbolic stuff happened where my dad, first of all, a silhouette of a giant head kind of came across my periphery, and I was like, is that Steve Bannon? I don't know why I thought it was Steve Bannon, but it turned and it was my dad's head, and he was just looking at me, and then it tore in half, and then a bunch of other stuff that I also have emotional scarring and problems with, it happened in front of me, tore in half, so it was like a symbolic, let it go, get rid of it, unload all of this shit that you've been hanging on to and angry about. It has stayed with me since, but I
got a little concerned. I was like, "Can we cure that shit?"
No. Well, also weirdly enough,
get rid of strip clubs.
Ayahuasca and this thing called Abalgine, which is a similar hallucinogen. It's like something wild, like 95 to 98% success rate for hardcore heroin addicts. They had a Vice documentary about this where they would take somebody into the desert, give them an Abalgine for an extended amount of time, make them confront all of their demons and everything that they have, their trauma that has led them to medicate with whatever drug they're choosing, and it has shattered that urge and that trauma, and they come out the other side sober.
How does it work for schizophrenia?
I assume it's bad. That's the thing. It's like people are like, you're so pro psychedelics, and you talk about it all the time. And I'm like, I wouldn't even recommend weed to everybody. I wouldn't recommend mushrooms, because if you're on that border, or if you're right there with like any mental illness, which I am, so probably I'm pretty lucky that it hasn't swung the opposite way, but like it could set that switch, you know what I mean? It could light that wick where now you are bipolar.
No, that happened to my bro. Psychedelics really sent him over.
I mean, that's why it's like you got to take precaution with everything you do, and really look into it, and ask yourself if you feel like you can.
So DMT is fucking crazy.
DMT is wild, man. But it's one of those things where like it's unlike any other hallucinogen, where you kind of learn your lessons for the weeks after. So it's such a fast process that you kind of come out of it and you're almost like Ashton Kutcher in Butterfly Effect. Like your nose bleeds, you're catching up to all your memories and all that stuff. And you're just like, what the fuck just happened? And then over the next week, you're kind of like ruminating on it, and you attach purpose or meaning to certain things that you saw, and it helps you kind of process it.
Turbo therapy.
A little
What's
bit.
That?
Just therapy, but just much faster.
Oh, yeah.
Therapy, you just think about shit that you talked about, and then you're like, oh, fuck, maybe that was
maybe
that.
It was, yeah. There's this, I felt this way about Burning Man. I probably spoke about it here, but like, I didn't realize the influence they would have every year. You start to like do things or operate a little different, and then you're like, oh, that's right. That's what I kind of picked up from that experience.
Right.
So I guess, and drugs are one of them. Like I tried Molly for the first time, and it was the first time that I felt like in excess of love.
Right.
Like I filled the hole and then went above the hole and had more. And then what I did with when I had more was just want to give to people. And it was like, oh, this is how like normally adjusted human beings feel. Like
I don't know if that exists.
Maybe not, but like I thought about religious folks, right? And I've met like preachers and priests and that kind of stuff. And regardless if they're like putting it on or not, they're giving.
Sure.
Now, maybe they found a way to like really tap into that thing they believe and like fill that void that exists in all of us with that, and then have some excess, and with that excess give it away. Or maybe they're lying, doesn't matter. But it was the closest thing that I've experienced to that myself.
Yeah.
Where you're just around some guy like Carl Lentz. This guy Carl, like he never asked for anything. Always, hey, you want to come to a Nets game? Hey, how you doing, brother? How you? Everyone never asked for a single fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. Drew,
Anita. There's the woman who just retired, but she would work the desk at the iHeart Media. And
she was the best.
She literally just a ball of fucking joy, constantly giving, constantly grateful, constantly crying, tears of joy and gratitude. Get her a coffee. Thank you so much. Like, it was like she operates full.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just one of those things where I would never know what that experience was had I not done drugs.
Yeah, you unlocked it.
Well, I unlocked it. Now, granted, we have a killer set on stage, and afterwards you just want to like be nice to your girlfriend. Like that's how my girl knows I did well when I come home and I'm like nice to her.
Yeah, and
like,
you go down on her.
The dishes? Yeah.
She's like, wow, somebody killed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she's rooting for me to do well just as much as anybody else. But there does exist that experience. So I think there is utility in drugs, because once you know it can happen, it's like when you take some kid who like grew up with like nothing and then you show him the nice part of town.
Yeah.
Once they realize, oh shit, this is attainable.
Right.
Oh, I can get that. Then all of a sudden they can dream that big. So I think there is utility in drugs. I also think there is a cost to that utility.
Totally.
Some people get flipped.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I come from a repressed Irish Catholic household that was violent. Like, you know, so and all of that stuff.
Like you got
like
beat
I
up?
got hit. Yeah.
Your
as
dad
a kid.
and mom fight?
No, they didn't fight each other. They fought me.
Both of them beat you?
Yeah.
How'd they beat you?
My dad closed fist. My mom
Face?
ring. Sometime, yeah.
So you guys would square up? How does
No,
that
I
work?
mean I was just the victim for the most part. When my dad and I squared up, he threw a punch at me when I was 19 and on steroids, and it was the biggest mistake of his life.
What happened?
Because so I came home. I went to 2 years of junior college to play basketball.
Yeah, Mike can hoop.
I used to be able to. Now I'm a broken down man. But that's what that's what the CBD is for. But yeah, so I had visited my girlfriend at the time at Syracuse, and I knew where I wanted to go to school because I went to junior college because my parents were like, hey, we lost a lot of money in the stock market. My dad was a stockbroker. It's like, if you do this 2 years, we'll pay for wherever you want to go, wherever you get in afterwards. So I was like, I wanted to go to Ithaca. It was near Syracuse, near the girl I was dating at the time, who I was under the delusion we were going to be with I was going to be with forever. Cool. I could play basketball there. It had my major, all this stuff. I came home from visiting and I'm like, Mom, Dad, I found it. I know where I want to go. And I said Ithaca, and my dad was like, my parents were in the middle of a divorce, all this turmoil. My grandpa died, my dog died, all my friends are dying, right? Yeah. And my dad's like, absolutely not, fucking SUNY. And I'm like, what? He's like, you can only go to SUNY. We're not paying for shit.
SUNY stands for State University of New York.
Right. Which I also got stuck with the bill anyway, so they didn't even pay for SUNY. Right. So my dad, he's just instantly frothing from the mouth, Irish rage, beat red face, and he's in my face just like SUNY motherfucker, and I'm yelling back because I'm 205 pounds of coursing testosterone through my body, and my dad is 6'2", 280. Like a big boy. Big motherfucker. And he's the smallest of his brothers, too. All his brothers are like 6'4", 6'5".
So he's throwing down with big guys, too. Yeah.
Big motherfuckers.
Okay.
So my dad, whatever, he gets mad, and he threw like almost a half-assed uppercut to my body, and I was T-1000 locked in, and I chopped down closed fist on his forearm. So dead forearm the shit out of him, and like a right fielder throwing to third, I crow hopped and punched him right in his fucking giant St. Bernard head, like his Irish melted head. And he's so big though, he took it square in the face and stumbled back for 4 feet, and then I ran away. And I went to Villanova to visit my friends, got arrested for underage drinking while I was there because I'd never drank in my entire life. I drank then I went to visit my buddies, and I was drinking like I trained for it. Yeah, I was smoking weed, all this stuff, was pissing in the backyard of this party.
Hold on, did you say you ran away?
Yeah, I ran away as a college man.
But you're 19. It's called being an adult. What do you mean? I ran away from home.
Did you like actually physically run from the fight?
Yeah. I hit him. He stumbled back, and then I ran out of the house.
Life. He took one punch in the face, and then his kid ran away.
It was the biggest mistake of his life. How dare you? How dare you change the narrative of something I've created in my head?
Bro, he took one punch and he didn't have to pay for college. You know how many parents would take that bet? Are you kidding me? That's like Kobe paying the girl.
He didn't fall down. He stumbled a bit.
Stumbled back.
He fell. He broke his femur. It was a tough day for Kevin. So,
dude, he got the best deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
he really
think
did.
about that.
He saved $80,000 for one punch.
You punched yourself. You put yourself in fucking debt. Dude, are you still paying that off?
Yeah, sure. I'm
He's
sure.
healed.
Yeah.
He's better. He's 100% okay. Really but every month you're paying fucking
Oh, man, this story used to be a success story. It's just a fucking brutal tale of failure.
It's like every time you do DMT, you rip apart his face, but not that fucking bill. That bill's coming every month.
Yo, he might have gained weight from 280, but your wallet damn sure lost weight. That shit is light. About 80,000 light.
Oh, dude.
Oh, this is
we
such
should
an
call him
upsetting
right
revelation.
now. Can we FaceTime him right
I
now?
haven't spoken to him in like 8 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hasn't met my kid.
What?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Because we have a terrible relationship. We just after college.
You would think you would make up after you paid for your own college and you didn't have to take it. You think he
you'd
tells
think
that
a lot
story to
of
his
things.
friends like, my kid punched me in the face and it was the biggest mistake of his life.
I mean, this pussy was on steroids and he couldn't even knock me over.
Wait a
And
minute.
then he paid for college.
All right, we got to take a break for a second because my balls look incredible. All right? Manscaped just dropped a new trimmer. This is the 3.0. Okay, you know that I've been on this Manscaped thing for a while. I've had incredibly hairy ball hair. I grow hair on the balls themselves as well. It's not just bush that I'm trimming down. Balls, sometimes hair even grows on the shaft a bit, like a little moss. Okay? I have to take it down. I have to take it down not only for my girl, but for my own confidence. Anytime I'm feeling low, I shave my balls. I shave my pubic region. This Manscaped 3.0, the Lawnmower 3.0, it is the truth. Okay? Simple as that. Get your balls right. Get your dick right. And you do that with a discount. Okay? 20% off and free shipping with the code Flagrant2 at manscaped.com. 20% off, free shipping with the code Flagrant2 at manscaped.com. Get your balls right. You got a date coming up with a girl you really want to impress? You want to go, to go down there and you shit looking like a wicker basket? That's not what you want to do. You want to have it clean. You want to have it looking like an Apple store down there, okay? I'm not saying you got to take everything off, but it's got to be neat. It's got to be proper, right? Make sure your joint is respectable. Lawnmower 3.0. Don't waste your time. Just do it. You're wasting your time not doing it. Manscaped.com. Use the promo code Flagrant2. Get your discount. Get your balls right. Let's get back to the show. So he hasn't met your kid?
No.
Why?
Because he's just a shithead. I think he's for sure mentally ill, and I try to approach this with as much empathy and understanding as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Because my family is not an open, communicative family. Now the people that I keep close to me are my sisters and I are, my mother and I are, my father.
What is IR?
Communicative. So we speak.
We are communicative.
Yeah,
My mother and I are communicative.
IR. Okay.
Yeah. We like.
I thought it was injured reservists. Like, you punching these chicks too? Like, what's going on over here? Cannon's families. What?
I didn't find out that there was a history of mental illness in my family until like 5 years ago. Like, I didn't know my dad's dad. I mean, I knew he like beat him up and all that stuff. But
Irish
I didn't know.
people need a Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Like, someone to just go out there and like tell Irish people it's okay to seek mental health.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
because people don't realize the Irish Catholics in general do not fuck with mental health.
No.
Tell the priest, stiff upper lip, get back to your fucking business.
Yeah. Get to work.
Get to work. And then there's all this drug use, there's all this drinking, and there's all these families that are like really torn apart. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's brutal.
So keep going.
like my dad's dad, he was a cop. Everybody in the family's cop. Yeah. And he fucking stuck his service revolver in his mouth in front of all 8 of his kids in Levittown, New York. He didn't pull the trigger. They like wrestled the gun away from him, spent time in an insane asylum, then was doped up on his couch for 2 years. I only found out about that 5 years ago. So I've been wrestling with my own depression, anger issues, anxiety, all this stuff, thinking I'm a mutant. Thinking that nobody in my family, I'm like, what did I just, like, how did I get poisoned? How did this hit just me? And then it was like the clouds parted once my sister was like, oh no, we come from a long line of maniacs.
So your sister broke it down to you.
Yeah.
She was aware of all this kind
my
of
sister.
She's older?
She's older, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And has she tried to like break that chain a little bit?
Both of us have, because that's the reason why it's really, I'm very aware that it's a harsh move to separate my son from his grandfather and to not speak to him. But it's a thing where I cannot allow that active toxicity to come into my family. I have to break the chain.
Yeah, when you got a kid, it's a whole different thing. You also got to do stuff for yourself, but when your kid is involved, it's like, I can't. Yeah.
I can weather the storm. I don't want that to now bleed into my kid.
You also don't have to, but then you can't let it happen to your kid.
Right.
Like, I don't have to weather the storm, but I also cannot let
that happen. Because at that young age, man, they're so formative. Like, the things that happen to them as kids, dude, really kind of define their like self-esteem and self-worth for like the rest of their lives, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, my wife's aunt, who will remain nameless, but she has some body image issues, let's just say. My kid is 6 months old, and she started being like, he's a little chubby. And I'm like, I might twist your head off your shoulders. like, are you fucking kidding? You're implanting body image issues in my baby?
You're a parent, so you get this more than most. But
skinny babies are ugly, also, for the record.
Of course, yeah. I don't want a hot 6-month-old with V abs. Get the fuck out of here.
But one of the trickiest things about a newborn baby is getting it to eat.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's actually difficult. People don't realize this, but when any of my friends who have kids, they're like, your whole day, you're like, please just eat.
Yeah.
And don't throw up.
Right.
Because I need to keep you alive. You don't realize how important it is that you eat, and I just need you to eat. So if your baby is a little fat, you're like, thank God.
Yeah.
The thing I was most afraid of is taking care. We'll work that out when you're fucking 8 or something.
Course.
And when you're hungry, you want your own
just
food.
Get you active once you're able to walk.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? He's barely.
Yeah, he's fat. He
crawling.
can't exercise.
Yeah.
Dude.
And it's like all he's eating is breast milk and organic vegetables.
Yeah.
It's like, how would you change his diet?
Dude, you see these things.
Just give him a spoonful of blow.
Parents will, and they do it kind of unknowingly, man. It's like there's my girl's mom is like really sweet, and it's great. But I can see things that my girl kind of has that she's inherited from her mom. What her mom got me a Christmas present. It was so sweet. She got me like some books and this really great granola from Santa Barbara, and there's all these like things she got, and then she got one other thing. She got these under eye patches.
She thinks you look sleepy.
I'm like, oh, thank you for letting me know how you feel about my under eye. But for Christmas, how she like snuck it in for Christmas, and I'm like, oh my God, my girl probably had to go through that. Her
passive
whole
aggressive
life, the
correction,
passive aggressive. You could fix that. You could make that a little bit better.
You know what's wild about that? Do they work? Because I would need some of them.
So we both do, but I have to, off principle, look worse to let her know that you're not going to suggest things to make me better. And this whole thing with like, by the way, like this whole thing with like how we look. Like, have you seen Sharon Osbourne lately?
No.
She looks unreal, like amazing.
Yeah.
Like there was a time where surgery was bad and made you look stupid.
Right.
And
it's
then
still there. There's a tipping point.
There's a tipping point. The Kardashians, like Caitlyn Jenner is an attractive woman now. I stand behind that.
Get
a fucking
firmly disagree.
Get a picture up. Get a picture up. She's 75 years old. I'll put her up against any other 75-year-old woman. She's better looking than my mom. Bro.
No, but that's Olympian body, yo.
Bro, no, I'm not talking body. I'm just talking about face.
Oh, because look at her knees. It's like a lopsided grapefruit with like turkey over it. It's brutal.
Why are you looking at her knees? Dude, if you get a picture of her now, look at that top left one.
Nah, yo. First of all, that's the last Instagram filter for sure.
Yeah.
I'm saying for
She looks like a
75-year-old
surprised fish.
Listen, there's one right there. Do you see the one, Kieran Jenner, children athlete? It's second row, one over.
Oh my God.
This one?
I think that one. No, that one's not good.
Bruh.
So
bro, come on, bitch.
No,
is
that is
ghoulish.
that is Tim Burton presents Caitlyn Jenner.
now, wait for it. Now, here's what I'm saying. What we're coming from. We're coming from a man, and now we're getting to a woman. If we saw that as a woman on the street, we wouldn't question if she's a woman. That's how amazing the surgery is getting, right? I saw Sharon Osbourne at the fucking Grammys or whatever that shit was the other night, and she was hosting something, and I was like, whoa, they really figured this shit out. Like, by the time we're old, we will have the choice to not be old.
Right.
And
well, Sharon Osbourne is also eating like stem cell cereal. Like, she's that wealthy.
But we will be able to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get affordable. It's going to get accessible. So all these people now doing all these skincare regimens and fucking under eye and all this shit, it's a waste. Just let it all go. And then when we're at that point, run it back. It's like tires for cars, dude. I'm really sincere. Wear them out and then run it back. Because the more like shaky, more like stretchy your skin gets, the more the filler and stuff is going to work. I'm 100% positive about this. She's an attractive 75-year-old woman.
Yeah, that's an airbrush pick, but yeah, she looks good in that one.
Al?
Nah, yo, come on, man.
Because you know she has a fucking dick.
Nah,
she doesn't anymore, though.
No, she still has a dick.
I don't think so.
She got it chopped?
I think so.
I don't think she got it chopped.
I don't understand the rules of this shit.
What do you
Is
mean?
that a woman with a dick?
Bro, there's no rules. There's no rules to any of this fucking shit, dude. It's absurd.
And she's not gay, but she dates women. And I gotta call her she.
Stop. Don't even get into like making sense of these. These are people who are insane. This is an insane person. It's an insane person. Anybody who wants to cut anything off their body, they're insane. It's okay. You can be insane, but you're insane.
Alex's face.
Ow. Guys. It's insane. Like, let me just put it in perspective. You know those people that like got those earrings and then made their ear grow?
Yeah.
And you looked at them, you're like, oh, that guy's insane. He did that with his pussy. Right? He gauged his pussy. Like, he made a pussy. And we're looking at that and be like, no, that's how you're supposed to be.
He went from Asian gauge to white gauge to black gauge.
It's insane. Dude, I'm not saying don't do it. You can have gauges. You can do whatever you want. You want to have full whole face fat tattoos. Do whatever the fuck you want. But if I go based on my definition of insane, which is like, I throw that word around a lot.
Yeah.
Insane is anything. It's
I call myself insane.
Dude, if you eat cilantro, to me, I'm like, you are fucking clinically insane. That's how much I hate cilantro. So
is it the same level of insane to eat cilantro?
If you hate your dick as much as cilantro, actually, that's quite reasonable, to be honest with you. Dude, if trannies just said to me, listen, we feel about our dicks the way you feel about cilantro, I'd be like, lop that shit off, bro. That's baked into my seamless order.
Skin garnish. Cilantro. Get it the fuck out of here.
Skin garnish.
Skin garnish. Can we talk about the, I don't want to fucking get into this, how fucking bought and purchased these news networks are, and this is a great way to get into maybe the conspiracy theory, because I want to hear your argument, or not yours, but the argument for a lot of these conspiracies that we hear, because you're like more nuanced and you like know about it because you do this podcast, but seeing CNN put these hit pieces out on Joe Rogan because he supported Bernie Sanders. It is so transparent now.
Yeah.
That they are just a PR arm for the liberal elites choosing whatever candidates they think will do their bidding.
The Democrat Republicans.
That's a great way of putting it.
It is, because
we always knew Fox News was that for Republicans, and we were okay with it. But the Democrats masqueraded, and by the way, Democrats, I don't mean like the 3 of us sitting here, 4 of us sitting here. No. I'm talking about the elites, the people that are billionaires.
The people that are in the party. The
Harvey Weinsteins.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking the people that manipulate the party, the people that pay
Epsteins.
for the party. Because politicians aren't even the ones who are the power brokers. They're the pawns. They do the work.
Right.
They're like, hey, they're the slaves of the rich. So they literally
and they pretend to be liberal,
boy,
but in reality, it's like, let's tell the masses we care about them, but let's get.
Is there a better time than right now to be a rich liberal? There isn't, because you can act as if you're pure of heart morality-wise. You can be out there, you could say fuck Trump because it's very easy and it gives you instant credibility, but at the same time, you're hoping for his re-election because you get to keep your fucking money.
Son, you're so 100% right.
Hey, bro.
No liberal is upset. No rich liberal is upset when Trump gets reelected because you are not affected by any of the things that Trump is against.
They keep their gardeners in cages. Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
They call them hedges, but whatever. You call it what you want, okay? They've been making them build the wall for years. But it's so true.
Yeah.
They act like all these fucking actors. That's why I really love the Gervais thing. It's like, shut the fuck up, all of you. You don't care. You're going to save way more money. Like, you see all these fucking... Dude, you see for whatever, like, you see the John Olivers and the Trevor Noahs, and these are smart guys. I'm not saying they're not smart guys, but like, and we spoke about those on this podcast. It's like, you can't criticize how greedy Republicans are and come here to America only because you can make more money than where you're from.
Sure.
It's literally the same thing.
Trevor Noah could probably do some good in South Africa, too.
Oh.
A lot of foul shit going on. They could use a voice like that.
Yeah.
And not to mention...
Not enough
You
money.
hear with your white girl talking about racism.
And monetizing evil in their own
going.
viewpoints. So
What do you
this is like a point Michelle Wolf made in the correspondence thing, but she was like, you guys say you hate Trump, you love him because he raised your bottom line. He is earning you so much money and attention.
Entertainer
Say
has a
whatever-
career because of Trump.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want about Trump, right? He makes everybody money.
Yeah.
The people that hate him makes SNL's ratings through the roof once they brought Alec Baldwin on to make fun of Trump.
Well, it's high for SNL. It's a low ass roof.
Through the roof for them.
Yeah.
Like way more interest, way more conversation. So you could say every week you hate it, but you know where your bread is buttered.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, what's his face? Stephen Colbert.
Bruh.
You're a devout Catholic.
Right.
You probably feel the same way about abortion.
A rich, devout Catholic.
If you ask him about abortion, I bet you his real feeling is, nah, fam.
Yeah.
I bet you he probably sides Republican on most things.
Not to mention how shitty of a career move, or, he's making money, who cares? But how bizarre is it to go from satirically talking politics on Comedy
To being
Central
realistic about
to
it.
seriously talking politics in late night comedy? That's a brutal existence.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah, he sucks. He also got a fucking Trump Showtime show that he produces about anti-Trump. So
I think he bums me out the most because I used to like him so much. Because I was such a fan of his work, and like not because of the political message, but because he was attacking both sides.
Well, it was what I always used to say at the time, because I, for the record, have caught on to dumb liberals. As soon as I moved to New York, I was like,
pointed this out pretty quickly.
I can't wait to meet these, because I grew up with closed-minded people, and I was like, I can't wait to meet open-minded people. And I was like, oh, you're actually more closed-minded than this guy.
Yeah.
Because you judge anything that's not your definition of open-minded as wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where my fucking point was.
No. Like a Southern racist doesn't hate you based on what you think, just your color of your skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas like a Northern racist will hate you for both.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's double the hate.
We'll treat you a certain way because of your skin and then hate you for your
But
views.
what I used to get bothered by, like what annoyed by, is it was easy to satirize Republicans with Colbert. And I was like, why is it so hard to do this for Democrats? And now Democrats have done us the favor of being so ridiculous on the far left that I'm wondering, how is there not a Colbert for the left wing?
Well, Portlandia kind of is. Like, that's the mocking of the left, because that they make fun of the Portland scene, which is the ultra-liberal progressive to the point where they're actually hardcore conservative.
Yeah.
It's a weird...
It's a great show.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's an interesting show. I'll put it that way. I'm not sitting there like cackling the whole fucking time, but it's cool that someone's actually satirizing.
My favorite line of it, and I'm sure you've been to Portland, right?
Yes.
This is a perfect description. They say, Portland is where 20-year-olds go to retire. It's a perfect line.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few places where homeless people will be like, hey, do you have $5?
Yeah,
It's like, what? You didn't even sing.
Yeah.
I come from the pros.
You want to know something interesting about how fucking how what piece of shit all these people are? So that the wokest place in the world, Portland, right? The most progressive place in the world, the most pro women and pro women's rights and pro equality, has more strip clubs per capita than any other place in the world.
Yeah.
So all that woke, let's not objectify women shit goes right out the window when you're in the privacy of a strip club.
Well, because then it's empowering. They've chosen to
Can
monetize
we stop
their body.
with this? You're a whore if you're empowered. Are there any fucking women out there that don't suck everybody's dick and are empowered? Like, my mom came here with no education, started a business, okay, became successful and bought property, and she wasn't sucking dick and getting cummed on her back and fucking talking about it all the time to prove how empowered of a woman she is. You're just a whore. Just because you fuck a lot doesn't mean you're empowered. You're a whore, which is cool. Nobody's saying you can't be a whore. Go for it, be a whore. But that doesn't equate to you being an activist. You are actively being a whore. That's totally different. There are tons of women who've done amazing things in the world, and none of them did it by sucking dick all the time. Whatever.
What we've made empowered women blows my mind. Your mom, empowered. My mom, empowered. Made more money than my dad her entire life. Cooked for us, cleaned for us, was a fantastic mother, the sweetest person on earth. And then I have white girls at comedy shows being like, you just don't like strong women. No, you're a bitch. I was raised by a strong woman. You just talk too much.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
I love strong women.
Yeah. And you know what? You could be a bitch and a strong woman. I'm sure there's points in your time where my mom's been a bitch, your mom's been a bitch. I'm sure. You know, but it's like, I didn't call your mom a bitch. I'm just saying she,
I'm good.
You know what I
We're
mean?
good.
My mom's been a bitch. I've seen it.
Mine too.
I mean, I would never say about my mom, but I'm, whatever. To each their own. I'm not mad at whatever.
I said Caitlyn Jenner looks better than my mom. So
I'm not mad at points being made.
But all I'm saying, it's a weird thing where like you can encase anything in like progressivism or like activism. Any behavior you do now, that wasn't allowed in the past, all of a sudden is activism.
Sure.
Right?
We found righteousness for our shittiness.
Yeah. So it's like for women, they couldn't fuck everybody back in the day because you'd get pregnant. We literally just didn't want you to get pregnant. It's like the nicest thing, right? It's the fucking kindest advice. Like, hey, you shouldn't fuck anybody. Why not? Well, you get pregnant by everybody. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen a dog? They don't like that. The fucking million Dalmatians running around, right? These girls, they go, okay, we couldn't do that. So I'm going to do the thing we couldn't do. And now I am progressive, or now I'm an activist. And I'm going to stop doing the things that we were known for doing, and that will also make me progressive or empowered.
I'm going to brag about what a shitty parent I am. I don't need to.
This girl, she was in the front row of the show. I asked her if she cooked, and I didn't even ask it as an insulting way. It was just, it wasn't like, oh, you're a woman, you got to cook. Like, and nothing. It was something about they made dinner at home or something like that. It was supernatural. I was like, oh, did you cook? And she's like, oh, no, I don't cook. And I've seen girls get empowered by this, and it's like, imagine men identify with, I don't protect women. Like, imagine we got,
I don't provide for my wife.
No, protect.
I mean, in fairness, that is Brooklyn. I don't protect women. I can't build
Brooklyn?
things.
Son, are any of these girls happy in their hipster relationships? We need to do a real
they're getting
review.
fucked by men with fiberglass ankles. There's no way that they're being correctly satiated.
I don't get it. I don't get it. There's no way you're happy. I can't fathom you're happy. I can't fathom it. Are they happy?
I personally don't care what empowers you. Like, I really don't care. I kind of understand being not allowed to do something, then almost going the exact opposite way and doing it.
Yeah, it's called being a child.
That's me.
You're a
right?
child.
I was not allowed. I was told anybody who held a beer was an alcoholic. So when I started drinking, I veered complete. Like, I hit the ground running and went crazy.
Yeah.
Right,
and then
I
you
kind of
became
scaled
a
back.
fucking adult.
Yeah, of course.
Right now you haven't drank for 13 months because you're like,
Right.
oh, I got to get my shit together. Right.
Yeah. What I personally don't like, and I've spoken about this before, is the people co-opting activism where it's like the Women's March, all well and good. I don't care. March. Completely. I think it should be their choice. However, when you see white women like Emily Ratajkowski holding her fist up like this as a white woman and co-opting the black power fist and not even getting a shred of irony or insanity that represents, that to me is the ultimate white privilege.
If there is
She's too hot to be self-aware.
Real talk, if there is any of these Instagram models that are holding a fist by their face and there is not a dick in it pointing at their mouth, I don't want to fucking see it. I don't want to. This is the only time you should have a fist by your face. If it's going boom, 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 boom. That's the only way. It is absolutely absurd. The idea that she can what is it called? Go off on like the importance of like feminism and like how stupid objectifying women is when literally for a living she's built a career out of it. There's a lot of things that we got to call out right now.
She's really blurred on the lines.
This is the
whole
thing.
To be honest with you.
Blurred line. I got you.
Very nice.
This is another thing that we got to stop. Ready? Super hot, beautiful women shaving their heads and doing the no makeup thing. It's arrogant. You don't need makeup. You're going, we have to stop these makeup companies. No, you're going, I'm so hot.
Yeah.
I can make myself ugly and I'm still hot.
Yeah, other houses need paint.
Yeah.
like just because you look great as a wood structure does not mean other places don't need to fucking color some shutters.
What does he say?
Has a joke about Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Keys.
Or Alicia Silverstone gets naked in some ad and everybody's like, oh, that's so brave. He's like, that's not brave. That's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that woman is so brave. Because if I got naked for an ad, then people would be like, oh my God, she is so brave.
But she is so brave is good. But that she is so brave shit they do with Lizzo all the time too. They're like, oh my God, she's so brave because she's
we just
naked.
let her walk around with no self-awareness.
Dude,
I also find her attractive.
Who, Lizzo?
Yeah.
What? Like
I don't know. I think she's like a love sack.
Yeah.
But she I don't know. I think her face
you
is
could
pretty.
just sit on, just conform.
I think
to
she
whatever
would
you
be
do.
too much for my penis personally, but I'd like to give it a try. She'd probably tear it out of the ground like a turnip, but still,
it's just a weird thing. Like maybe it's up to men because we all do what gets rewarded, right? Like guys, we're gonna do what women reward, and I think women will do what we reward. And it's like maybe we got to be better at not fucking rewarding these. Because that's the thing where we're fucking stupid. We're a bunch of idiots. Is that we reward the exact girls that we criticize. Like we could sit here and go, Emily Ratajkowski is da 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 da.
and I follow her.
So do I.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look. And if she has multiple pictures, I'm gonna scroll.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like,
Never like, just save.
of course, save. Ooh, for later. There you go.
just save.
The modern age spank bank is the Instagram saved.
So we're pieces of shit too. It's like we're rewarding the thing we're criticizing. No, maybe we need to go out there and we need to find the girls that are doing it the fucking right way and then reward that. I mean, we do that in our private lives, right? Like
That's who
all
I'm
the
married
girls,
to.
that's all the people we married to. All of our girlfriends are the girls we admire, right? The girls we've always looked up to that have personality traits that we've seen maybe in our moms or like family members, other people that we really like thought, wow, I need to make a wife and make some kids with this person, right? But then the people we publicly reward are never those girls. No. And the second any one of those girls, like that girl Jessica Chastain, like the redhead, that's like all like political and she's in Hollywood and she's beautiful, but she's doing like roles where women are smart and we're just like, yeah, you can't show your tits in space. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like maybe we're fucking up.
Yeah.
So then what do we do? How do we deal with the fucking beast in us that just wants?
For Jessica Chastain, I don't.
She's beautiful.
She's from Jurassic World.
Get it.
Is that the chick?
Nah,
no,
Zero,
Zero Dark 30,
Reddit.
right?
I literally fell asleep at Zero Dark 30 because I was like, it's about the bitch who looked at the maps. Like, what the fuck, yo? I literally fell asleep in that movie. I was like, this whole movie about the bitch figuring out where he is?
I love how you keep taking pregnant pauses after being like, the bitch?
Because I'm trying to figure out what she did. What's the whole movie about?
She knew Arabic.
Did she?
Yeah, she was speaking in Arabic.
There was a whole bunch of women that speak Arabic and their men don't respect them. So why the fuck I gotta respect this bitch for speaking Arabic?
Yeah, so she found Bin Laden? Was that the
whole
thing?
Son, I'm dead ass. I fell asleep in that movie. I was like, nothing's happening. I thought the whole movie was getting Bin Laden out of there. That's the last 10 minutes. I was up for that. The rest of the movie slept. Dead ass. Slept immediately. 20 minutes in, I was like, this is enough. We haven't found him yet.
Enough with the preamble. Get to the mountains.
Man, right? Bruh.
All right, let's take a break for a second. We got to pay a little bills here. Talking about paying bills, I want you to pay less. I want you to pay less for your bills. This is very simple. You got student loans, right? You're paying too much. You're paying too much for those loans. Matter of fact, if you're paying the same rate that you were when you graduated, odds are that you could reduce that significantly. You can save some of your money. Why are you giving that money away when you can save it? Keep your fucking money. What do we say on this show all the time? Financial freedom. Let's create some financial freedom. Earnest. It's the easiest way to refinance your student loans. You save money, you save time, okay? Checking your new rate, fast and easy. You start, you complete a few questions online. Literally takes 2 minutes. And you'll get a personalized rate estimate, all without affecting your credit score. Remember that last line. A lot of times when you go to check that out, your credit score gets affected. Nah, not this, okay? You go, you take 2 minutes of your time, see if you can get money. By mean get money, I mean just save fucking money. That's all you have to do. You check your new rate, fast, easy. Few questions, 2 minutes. If you qualify, Earnest offers customizable loan terms and no fees. You don't have to commit to anything. All you have to do is go see if it could work with you. All you have to do, all right? You have already refinanced a loan. They don't give a fuck, okay? You can still be eligible to lower your interest rate again. While money's cheap, you might as well get it. Money might get more expensive. What I mean by that is that the rate that it costs to get that money might go up in the future. So get it while it's cheap now. That's the whole idea with refinancing these loans. Plus, the internet loves Earnest customer service. They're rated 9.4 out of 10 on Trustpilot, so you'll always get the support that you need. You start that saving today. You're going to get a $100 cash bonus when you refinance a student loan at earnest.com/flagrant. That's earnest.com/flagrant. Earnest is spelled E-A-R, sorry. Earnest is spelled EARNEST.com/flagrant. $100 cash bonus. You refinance a student loan at earnest.com/flagrant. Just go to earnest.com/flagrant today. Terms and conditions apply. See if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, they're so confident that they don't care. They truly believe that they get to get your loan for cheaper and that you're going to save money. It's as simple as that. So if it works with you, then you save money, you do it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Nobody wants you to do anything that's going to hurt you. We only want you to do something that's going to make you more money. Go get some more money. Let's get back to the show. I don't know. Guys. What do we do? What do you do? If you're listening, tell us what we fucking do. Maybe there's somebody else we need to be rewarding. Maybe so. Or maybe it's just like a natural, like tearing off of the scab or tearing off the Band-Aid. It just gets a little aggressive at first, and then eventually everybody kind of settles in. Like maybe you need to be loud when you're fighting against something. Like maybe in order for girls to like own their sexuality, they have to be like really loud whores about it.
You got to overcorrect.
Yeah.
You overcorrect.
Yeah.
That's a good way of looking
It's like South Park writing 58 fucks in an episode and Comedy Central being like, we can only allow 8. And they're like, we only wanted 5.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
So now you take them down. Okay.
Yeah.
They wanted 5 dicks.
Yeah.
So they went through all the 5 dicks, and then eventually they realized, oh God, I can like just get a job and be empowered, and I can fuck whoever I want. It's okay. So maybe that is good.
You know what's funny? You said in order for women to be empowered, they got to be like really loud whores.
But doesn't it feel that way? Like
it's just such a funny word choice. Really loud whores.
But they're not quiet about it. It's a fucking loud, like
they're a bunch of chatty clams.
They're just if they're chatting it'd be okay, but like the screaming and like the aggressiveness about the dicks and like it's just peculiar.
I do find it odd.
They're frat boys.
Because I am like I consider myself a pretty open-minded, you know, traditionally liberal, not the new neoliberal thing.
Yeah.
Traditionally liberal type of person. However, the most progressive podcasts that I do, or media or anything that I go in, I find it to be the most judgmental room I step into.
Yeah.
So I have to almost, like that whole story about my parents and getting hit and stuff like that, I almost have to lead with that just to give my worth as a person, like just to prove I've been traumatized so I can have an opinion.
Yes, there's value in your oppression.
Yeah.
And you're
I think
white
Jared
guy.
Fried has it right where he's like it's the trauma Olympics where everybody is trying to, you know, put out there what
What
they've
do we
been
call
through.
it? The oppression Olympics.
Oppression Olympics. It may have been you guys then, but it was like it's one of those things that's perfect because everybody is trying to prove their worth through what horrible shit they've been through.
Yeah.
It's an odd way to weigh it.
Yeah, but you know what it is? That's valuable, like being good at like shuffleboard. You know, like it's in the Olympics, you'll get a medal, but outside of that, you work at Home Depot. Like your life sucks, right? So it's like if you have an actual skill, regardless of how much oppression you've gone through, that will separate you from the pack. The people that ultimately have the skills will win. It's an arms race, right? It's not who got destroyed in the war. It's like, it's who won it.
Well, it's an arms race where a lot of people aren't reporting on the work that's being done by one side. Like where they're the loudest PR branch is typically with the people that, you know, are very vocal and very loud and not necessarily building a foundation.
Yeah. Yeah. And they need to.
Because that's the crazy, you know, you read, especially with comedy, you read the comedy blogs and you see these opinions being represented. And then you go to a club and you're like, well, this doesn't exist. Like it must not. I mean, it kind of exists, but for the
night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last night, we're at the Patrice benefit. Louis C.K. walked out, standing
Did
ovation.
women duck for cover?
Say what?
Did women cover their eyes and duck for cover?
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
But no, he just came out, standing ovation. I mean,
I saw him laughing at a couple of Andrew's jokes backstage, which was dope.
that was cool, man.
That's nice.
He was super nice, man, and like him and Burr were just nice, which is just such a fucking cool thing when you look up to somebody and then, you know, they give you even the smallest compliment. It's like really valuable. And then, but to see him go on stage and people stand up and to see that kind of like redemption story that's happening and him being hilarious about it and other stuff,
and nuanced. His stuff about it is real nuanced from both sides. Like
I haven't seen that yet.
I think people would be interested to see it and hear it because
he's doing
great.
it exactly how he should. He's slowly building it up with the people that want to see it, and then when the time is right, he'll give it to the world. And when he gives it to the world, I think they'll understand the perspective, and I think that they'll be supportive of it. But when I saw those people stand up, and granted, it's the Patrice benefit, so you know those are the people that love Louis and that type of comedy. But when I saw them stand up, I was like, "Oh, you're not canceled forever," you know. And I was sitting there next to Shane, and I'm like, "You're suspended. You're suspended." And I'm sitting there next to Shane Gillis, and I'm like, "You're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be good. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but I promise you're gonna be good." And this is the power of having a people. And he fucking killed. Like I was sitting there watching, I was like, "This is why he's great." Like Louis does this thing. He never asks for a bigger laugh than he gets. You know, like some guys will deliver hard and they're like, "Where is it?" He will never deliver a line with more of a request than the audience is willing to give. So he'll if the line gets an 8, he delivers it at a 7. He's always underneath what they're going to bounce back with. And just watching him kind of do it and people be supportive and people fucking laugh at the situation. Ah, man, it was really cool to see.
Do you think he'll be on a platform? Like, do you think he'll be given mainstream access?
I hope he doesn't.
Netflix will.
I hope maybe Netflix will, but I hope he doesn't. I hope he does it himself.
The $5 on his website or
or
free
YouTube
or
it for free. Like the way we make money is on the road. This idea that where we all want to be like sitcom stars, like aren't those the comics we hate?
Right.
Don't we hate the comics that aren't in this for the comedy? Like the days where we had to use this as leverage to be an actor sucked.
Right.
And comedy sucked because of it. Why don't the people that just want to do comedy?
It is scary, but when you think about it from the outside, but once you start doing it, it's like, oh, my career is more in my hands than it's ever been.
Yeah, it's the player empowerment period.
It's harder
comedy.
to be getting $10 million a pop, whatever you're doing, but you can make a good amount of money and do exactly what you want to do, and put it out to people, and people will eat it.
It's. I mean, you're a perfect example of it. You were on every TV show last year, right?
Getting nothing.
You're on no TV shows this year, and you selling out shows in fucking India.
Making more money, doing what I like. Every show I would do, I would promote, and it'd be cool that I was on TV, but most all of them I was like, fuck. Or it's like, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
But this podcast is fucking great.
Yeah.
I truly believe this is great. And I look back on this and I'm proud of it. And then I look at the clips I put out and I'm like, that's me. That's what I want to put out.
Yeah.
There's no, do this as a stepping stone to get to this,
And then you circle back to a Wild 'N Out clip and you're like, God damn
It's just a different fucking day, man. All right. Well, before we get out of here, so Mike Cannon is I don't know if you're a conspiracy theorist, but you're very knowledgeable of conspiracy theories.
I hosted a podcast for a long time, and I was for sale. I told my conspiracy theory co-host,
Yeah.
because he's a 53-year-old truther. The
Yeah.
show ended because he was so into flat Earth.
Right.
Every conversation circled back to it and became impossible to discuss anything.
Right.
But I told him it's his major life failure that he didn't make me a full-fledged conspiracy theorist.
He had a
Because
week every week.
I was open. I was totally open, man. I really was, and he failed.
So
So
your
can
role
we-
on the show was like, you're the guy who wants to believe, but you don't fully believe.
I don't believe. I want to believe. I'm open to believing. I'm asking questions that I feel like I want to know the answer to, that I think everybody else that is listening wants to know the answer to. And it just so happened that like a lot of it poked holes, but that's kind of what I was trying to do. I was like, okay, defend your argument if I can question this. And then it all comes back to like, well, you didn't do your research. And it's like, yeah, I know, and I'm not gonna.
You're the
That's
research.
why, yeah, you're the research.
Yeah, you have to prove this is true.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on me to prove the earth is round.
Right,
It's
right.
on you to say otherwise. Like,
Innocent till proven guilty.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to go over some quick ones and then just hear his take, because I've never even spoken to a flat Earth guy.
Sure.
Or these people. Okay. Flat Earth. Why is it flat?
So the earth being flat, they say, this is ass backwards in and of itself. The hole is in the theory. So the theory is that right now we're being tricked and taught that we're insignificant specks on a rock hurtling through an infinite abyss.
Yeah.
So we mean nothing. The universe is ever expanding. It's not about us, whatever. The fact that they say the earth is flat, we're actually the center of the universe, and we are a deity of sorts. So it's a full religion. Because
so it's arrogance. It's
Yeah.
we're important. This is why.
and honestly, so this is my theory. All the conspiracy theorists that I ever interviewed, that I ever spoke to, had a major life trauma that they went through that then put their focus entirely onto the outside world and how the world was set up to fuck them over. So they were no longer looking internally because that's too painful. So they were paying attention then to the outside world and just being like, so what is going on here? Because not everything is going right for me. That's what I came away
So
with.
what? Obviously, the question that you asked the flat earthers was, has anybody been to the end?
Right. And and this is easily debunkable shit. They're like, nobody has ever made a pole-to-pole journey. Of course they have. like they have. They say it's a lie. They say several countries, nations are guarding this one area that's near the 2-mile-high ice wall at each pole. It's literally a Game of Thrones world that they're painting. And like, the other side of the ice wall is like, that's where they keep the old rockets and dinosaurs and shit like that. And I've heard this theory. I don't know if this is the centralized theory, but the theory is that it's like an ice tray. Right? And we happen to be a thawed out ice cube that sprouted life. So what's beyond those ridges, those walls, could be other thawed out ice cubes. And they believe that life could exist on other flat terrain as well.
Yeah. So then all these space explorations, like
Space doesn't exist. Space is not a thing. Other planets, although they're round, which doesn't add up, although they're round, they may in fact be sentient beings. We're not sure.
okay,
I'm
so
lost.
debunked flat Earth.
Can I just cut to what's the craziest conspiracy theory that you do believe?
That I do? Well,
9/11.
So here's the thing, is
Yeah.
9/11, do I think our government was behind it? No. What I believe about conspiracy is that our country is really great at optimizing catastrophe. So when we hear something, like I think it might have been a Pearl Harbor situation where we may
They
have
might have known and
we
they
might have
just
known, we
ignored the
didn't know the
information.
gravity of it, it happened, whatever. Do I think certain evidence was planted, like a fully preserved passport of one of the pilots on the other side of the wreckage? Yeah, I think that. Yeah, dude, they found like a passport of one of the pilots, like, strewn on the floor of the fucking World Trade Center, and it's like, and unburned, perfect. So that stuff, but it's like the proof is in the pudding. It got us into 2 wars that we had no business being in, under the guise of an attack coming from these countries, right? And obviously, look at all the shit with Saudi Arabia now. It's still coming out how much they kind of manipulate our government
And
because
didn't they get sued in a civil suit and lost?
and lost. Yeah.
So what does that mean?
That means that they were, the 28 pages redacted from the official 9/11.
So that Kobe girl couldn't sue Kobe,
Yeah.
but some people could sue the Saudi Arabian government and win.
And win. And not receive a cent. I'm assuming.
Oh, they didn't get paid?
I'm assuming. I mean, have you ever heard of a payout?
I mean, how would you get it?
Exactly. Yeah. What jurisdiction? Who's making anybody pay? It's like it's almost like the FBI admitting that they assassinated MLK and then putting out some sort of social media.
I guess
like,
people sued. You know about the lawsuit? What was the lawsuit? People
the lawsuit was responsibility for death. Was wrongful death.
And they sued Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and they won.
And they I guess proved in a court of law that Saudi Arabia had known about the attack.
Well, the 28 pages that were redacted initially from the official report were since declassified, and all of it pointed to Saudi Arabia. It's crazy, you know.
Wasn't Bin Laden from a Saudi family?
He was a prince, yeah.
So could that be how it's Saudi Arabia?
But he was detached from the Saudi family, right?
But you think it was the Saudi family that they pointed to?
I think they. So I'm ill-informed.
Right? It's a what is it called? A royalty? What is that called?
But they sued the government, so it had to be like a widespread, politically known thing. It wasn't necessarily tracked to just Saudi person.
What's Building 7? Why do people always talk about that?
That is a thing that I'm creeped out by, because you hear, there's video of the guy that owned the building saying, pull it, and then like a controlled demolition, the building came down, and the official report is that it was burning and collapsed, and the building wasn't burning.
And what was in the building?
I heard Popular Mechanics put out a thing with 2 engineers being like, no, this is how it could happen.
I mean, they did that for the towers, I think, with the whole jet fuel.
So there's Building 7, which is a third building
right.
that collapsed. And then what was in there that they would want to collapse?
I have no idea. I don't know. So that's the thing. It's like
Maybe
all
of
it.
Planning on doing it in a couple months, and it was like, well, it's here. You know what I mean? We got a whole thing.
Insurance. That could be motivation enough. Billions in insurance.
Well, that's the thing. If you know something's going to happen, and people are looking the other way because it's advantageous for the company, the country, and then all of a sudden, some guy who has friends that are the powers that be finds out that it's going to happen. Yeah. He goes, "Hey, I got a building I'd like to collect on."
It's on New York, though. Like,
look, whatever. My issue with these things is always it's hard to keep a secret. It's hard to keep a secret amongst two people. Hard to keep I mean, look at comics. Now, you tell one comic one thing, 14 comics hear it.
And a podcast audience.
Yeah. Like it's gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Other crazy conspiracy. The school they say wasn't shot up.
That's the worst one that we went through, and we poured over it because a lot of conspiracy theorists, first of all, don't even believe that Sandy Hook Elementary was an active school. It was. My wife's cousin went there. She was friends with one of the little girls that got shot. Like, it was an active school.
So, end of story right here.
End of story. They also believe that none of the kids have died. They've since gone after parents, like showed up to their house, harassing them, saying, prove your kid was ever alive. Yeah. And it's like, and they're like, you can't do it, can you? You can't do it. And it's like, get the fuck off my lawn. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. There was
those people should be shot.
They really should, because there was this guy, Wolfgang Halbig, who was actually friends with my co-host, who would basically... He was the head of the Sandy Hook Truther movement, and he unleashed all of these people. He doxed the parents. He let them know where they lived, and people were starting to show up or send things to their houses.
Now, you invite them into your house if you live in Texas, and then you shoot them in the fucking face. It's castle doctrine. I don't know if they have any laws like that outside of Texas, but I know Texas gun laws. I can shoot this motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, come in, let's talk about this. Bang!
Wait, you can shoot anybody in your house for whatever reason?
There's something called castle doctrine that I'm pretty sure is if you can just say the person was breaking in.
It's your story against the dead guy.
You're on my property. I can shoot you. You're unwelcome on my property. So if a guy's on my lawn, you just come on in, man. Let's talk about this.
But here's the frustrating...
Let's take this inside.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not a vampire. But the frustrating thing...
You will be dead forever.
And there won't be any proof that you ever existed because you got no friends, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
That is something that is often the case with these guys, right? Is there's an isolation to them,
Loners,
right?
yeah.
Loners. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so obviously wrong.
Well, and the frustrating thing about that is the official report of basically every incident is it's problematic. Like there are inconsistencies. It's similar to the news where the news is now on the scene at first. They're reporting things before they're even verified. So all this information goes out, and then conspiracy theorists use those reports against other people to prove that it's untrue. Then the news is such a fucking idiot with Sandy Hook. They filmed another school and a drill of kids leaving that school, and then they put it up on CNN, and people are like, "That's not even Sandy Hook. See, it's not even the real school." And it's like,
we see this all the time. time.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing like they're trying to show images of like the war in Baghdad or something like that, and they actually take it from
They
Syria
show Detroit.
or Detroit. Yeah. Okay. Now I understand. So you just need one falsehood.
Yeah.
To open up the door.
Of course,
folks. Okay.
People believe what they want to believe.
Yep.
Yes.
And now, especially with YouTube is some people's accredited education.
Yeah.
Like people will go to YouTube and pour over hours and hours of conspiracy footage. And then once they come out the other side and they've memorized their talking points, like a lot of people who watch CNN or Fox News, it's the same as being a pundit. They all have their thing. And if you aren't as well versed in their insanity as they are, you're now incorrect.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, and maybe I just don't want to believe in conspiracies because it's just messy, and I just like to keep that in a little box over there and let's not deal with that. Who gives a fuck?
They exist,
so maybe
for
that's
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the simple fact that the FBI was found guilty for assassinating Martin Luther King Jr.
How?
Because it was in a trial in the 90s. What is it? I'm looking to
Immediately looked at Alex. That's so funny.
Please, you know the history. But yeah, it's like they were. And then that's why they were posted. All their social media posts on fucking MLK Day were getting blown up by people like, you were found guilty of killing the motherfucker. Like,
so
what are you talking
the FBI
about?
killed Martin Luther King?
That's the official story now at this point.
Can you look that up, Alex? Do you care? I know you're black. Do you care? The closest Alex came to MLK was when he hears that part in the speech about little black boys and little white girls. He's like, yeah, that's what's up.
Do you want to know what's ridiculous?
I thought it was when there's a junior that's dead. Ain't no Alex Jr., bro.
He didn't have a baby. He kills them before they
yeah,
good
it's an
stuff.
abortion bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
for
running
that.
abortion bit.
Yeah.
Running.
I'm
Something
also
his
not
kids
one
will
of-
never do.
I told my mom when I was 10 years old and learned about civil rights movement in school, I had such an emotional reaction to it that I came home and told her I was Martin Luther King Jr. reincarnated.
So you believed in reincarnation?
Yeah, I
at a
still
young
believe
age?
I'm kind of him.
Really?
Well, if you believe in reincarnation, then
Yeah.
you believe in karma, so he kind of earned it.
Ah.
The first life was pretty difficult for
And he
you,
came
Dr.
back
King.
as a white kid.
Here's your straight white male life.
Right. Yeah. Still
But
had no
he-
father in his life.
That's because he cheated on Coretta so much.
Yeah.
God was like,
Otherwise, he
"Ah,
would have
you
been a
can't."
Kardashian.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yo, that's why Chris DiStefano, not Martin Luther King, and you are, because he's like, yeah, well, you cheated a little bit, so we'll just take it down a notch. You know what I mean,
Bro, that's fucked up. Do black people come back as white people in the reincarnation matrix?
If they live right, they do.
yeah, I'm saying that's the reward.
So what would Malcolm X think when he's back and he's just some blonde, blue-eyed Swedish kid? Would that break his heart if reincarnation exists? And I guess the point we're making is that you're making a privilege argument, right? You're
Yeah.
well, it's easier for white people, so you're going to come back with this easier life.
Right.
Whoa. I mean, what say you? You're the reincarnation expert here, Mr.
I know. I'm
Akaash
trying to
Singh.
figure out. I'm trying to figure out what Malcolm X would come back as, because Malcolm X did some foul shit when he was younger. Before
And
Malcolm,
that counts still?
when he was before he was El Haj Malik Shabazz or whatever, and he was just, what was his original name? I forget. But before
Glenn.
before that, he was a wild boy, breaking into houses and shit like that.
Really?
He was a criminal. He reformed in jail. So karmatically speaking, you would have to pay that karmic debt off.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you fix your life, you still got to come back because you did the fuck shit.
I mean, that karma, there's like a karmic debt from what I understand.
Maybe he came back as my wife. It's not high level enough, but almost there. Married to another civil rights
Yeah,
leader.
you guys are kindred spirits. You and your wife are kindred spirits, just like Malcolm and Martin.
Goddamn right. Yeah, and that's why she's violent and I'm not.
And maybe your kid is Ali.
Wow.
Al, thoughts?
You looking at this FBI shit? Al, into it. He's finding something.
It's true though, right? They were found guilty.
It's like,
That's the thing. It's one of those they're found guilty of, and then they're not going to be found guilty of actually pulling the trigger and killing him.
Right,
or are
right.
they found guilty of conspiracy?
Or negligence.
Negligence.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of those types of things
Yeah.
that gets spun, I'm sure.
Well, it's similar to like the Sarnoff brothers in Boston, where
What is up with that?
Very little gets talked about how the FBI was in contact with the older brother because they knew he was on the verge of being radicalized, but they wanted to turn him into an informant. Then he flew over to Syria, joined like some sort of summer camp over there, and then came back, told his brother what he learned, and they became what they became. Wow. Yeah.
Yo.
But the FBI and all these like the alphabet
These
agencies.
are the guys that did the Boston bombing, by the way.
Yes.
Anybody who's listening,
They
if you don't know
disavow
them by their
knowledge.
last name.
yeah, or the kid that looked like he was a folk band singer on the cover of Rolling Stone. What a truly insane cover that was.
Fucked up, man. Just fucked up. Before we get out of here, Akaash, anything else that you really want to touch on this week?
Nah, sports wise, I think Kobe. We should just leave it at Kobe.
Yeah.
I think we just give it to Kobe, man.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you check out Mike Cannon's special, Life Begins. It's on YouTube.
Yes,
You
sir.
just type in Mike Cannon. Might be the easiest name to just spell
It's
on
a
YouTube.
great
You have a
famous name.
great
Yeah.
famous name, yeah. Check it out. Leave some comments below. Share it with your friends if you really love it.
Trash Sagalow's arms. Do that, but give a
Yeah.
thumbs up.
You got to bare minimum just go see the arms we're talking about. I mean, they look like. Have you ever been to one of the like a Spanish restaurant where that ham is hanging from the ceiling? Do you know what I mean? Like you could easily cut Sagalow's arms off and then hang it in a Spanish
You ever seen the
restaurant.
pig laying out with the apple in his mouth?
Yeah.
Is that Sagalow?
That's Sagalow.
If he had
he's holding an apple.
If he had a thin abdomen, he could be a human flying squirrel. For sure. They could catch wind.
Oh God. Love you, Brennan. Go check out Sagalow too.
Yeah.
Yo,
What's
he owes me
Sagalow's
some amount of
Instagram?
money. I made some challenge to him, like, look, if you lose, he was losing weight. I was like, if you lose X amount of weight, I'll give you X amount of money. But if you don't, you got to pay me because there needs to be some incentive for you to not. And then I forgot what the fucking amount of money and weight was. And now I know he's still fat. And motherfucker owes me some kind of money and I don't know what it is.
Well, anyway, go check out Brendan, man. What's Sagalow's Instagram? Just his name?
Yeah, Brendan Sagalow.
How do you spell Sagalow?
Sagalow.
Okay. Go check him out as well. Yo, Cannon, thank you so much for
I
coming.
appreciate you guys having me. Thank you so
Of course,
much.
best of luck with everything.
Thanks for the inspiration, man. I'm
course.
telling you, I couldn't have done this without you, and
glad you did.
I'm proud of what you've done because I've known you for such a long time. I've known both of you guys. We used to hang out at a comedy cellar, a JV comedy cellar, the Village Lantern,
The Village Lantern,
and
yeah.
that's a spot. So
we got a picture of it.
Yeah.
Now, we can't play it because you'll flag our fucking video.
those arms
But
are
look
terrible.
at those fucking arms, dude. Is that a tan line?
Probably. I mean, he showed up. This is his outfit, and he's like, "What? This is what people wear." And I'm like, "No, nobody wears jeans and a cutoff. This is a full-blown Long Island decision that you should own."
Man, there's some redneck shit, to be honest with you. He
Yeah.
don't even look Long Island. He look country.
And I'm the thinnest I've ever been next
Yeah,
to
you
him.
look incredible. I think this was by design. Like, you know, when wives dress their bridesmaids up in these like horrible purple outfits, like this is the equivalent of that for your special because you're wearing almost the same thing, but you look sensational, right? You look like Tom Cruise, man. Fucking Sagalow, dude. Whoa.
Do you remember that scene in Bad Boys at the end where they like panning around the camera and it's Will Smith and Martin like looking up and they look cool as fuck? This is the polar opposite of that scene. This is the actual polar opposite.
Love you, Sagalow.
Yeah, love you, buddy.
Anyway,
Right, man.
listen, thank y'all so much for listening. Flagrant 2. We will see you next week, Friday, at the on the Patreon episode. If you guys aren't on the Patreon, man, you already know what it is. I don't gotta tell you. You already know. And ask one of your boys about it if you don't believe me. It gets quite fun over there. So come on over, join us. Patreon.com/flagrant2. We're trying to go for a top 1 in the world. We're top 10. We want to go for top 1 in the world. I think that'd be a cool, fun goal. Anyway, man, we'll see you soon. Cannon, thanks again.
Thank you.
Peace, bro.